anyone could be pro-Trump anymore. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, you know, there are Trump supporters still out there. And with that being said, we need to talk to them. So keep tapping the screen again. Once we get up to 8,000 likes, I will open up the panel and we can go ahead and get these conversations started. If you are interested in actually joining the panel, go ahead and request up. All are welcome. I mean, I would love to be able to speak with Trump supporters, because Trump supporters, the burden is on you, right? You guys are the ones that, this is what you voted for, right? This is what you voted for. Like all of this is absolutely what you voted for. And I need Trump supporters to get up on the panel and tell me how excited you are about the economy. How excited, Trump supporters, get in the box. Get in the box. I need to hear how excited are Trump supporters about what Donald Trump is doing to our economy. Right? Because we understand what happened today in the stock market. We absolutely understand what happened in the stock market. Hey, thank you so much for the fireworks. Oh, the mystery fireworks. That was awesome. That was so cool. That was so cool. Yeah, the stock market took a huge tumble today. All right. The stock market took a massive tumble. And not only did the stock market take a massive tumble, but also inflation is on the rise. We know that there's massive government layoffs, and for some reason, Donald Trump is trying to make crypto a thing, right? And I think Donald Trump is trying to make crypto a thing at the expense of all of us. Donald Trump is absolutely trying to make crypto a thing at the expense of everyday Americans. And so if you are someone that is interested in joining the panel, again, this is Late Nights with Santana. That means all are welcome. If anyone wants to actually go ahead and join, you have the ability to get in the box. Anyone wants to join, you have the ability to get in the box, whether you are someone that does support Donald Trump or someone that does not support Donald Trump. Everyone is welcome, but we really need to go through this because you know what's interesting? Not only did the stock market take a bit of a tumble today, which that's been like a reoccurring theme, right? That's something that has continued to happen over and over and over. But something else is super interesting. Republicans are starting to make excuses and say that, oh, this is a good thing. Yeah, they're saying the stock market crashing is a good thing. Jack, get in the box. Jack, I don't understand why you are down in the chat. Yeah, you think he can fix it after Biden did it. Jack, listen, Jack, you have the opportunity to actually get in the box. Again, I'm going to send you an invite. This is a panel discussion. It's not a debate. Don't worry. No one's going to steamroll you. You will get an opportunity to speak. The floor will be yours. We are looking to speak to everyone, right? If you are someone that voted for Donald Trump, we're looking to speak to you. If you're someone that did not vote for Donald Trump, we're looking to speak to you. We're looking to speak to everyone because, again, this is Late Nights with Santana. But we just need to make sure that we are having these conversations and we are actually really getting to the crux of it. As we get up on the panel, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself as we get up onto the panel. And we will go ahead and get started in just one moment. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 25,000 likes. Let's get the shares up. Let's get the shares up to 50 shares. Also, guys, I'm going to keep resetting this daily gift goal to these little pink heart puffs. The little pink heart, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep resetting it to just these 1-cent gift goals. And if we can knock these out a couple of times, it'll help push us out to the FYP so we can get more people in here and we can actually have these conversations. Again, all are welcome. If you are someone that supports Donald Trump, you are more than welcome to come up. If you're someone that doesn't support Donald Trump and you're worried, you're welcome to come up too. The floor will absolutely be yours. We're going to go ahead and start this up in just a moment. Again, I specifically would love an opportunity to speak with some people who are actually Trump supporters. I would love to speak with some people that are Trump supporters. With that being said, guys, we're going to go around the panel and do a quick introduction. Just kind of take inventory, see where we are. and then we'll go ahead and continue to move forward. So let's do this. Chris, how are you?
Good, brother. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Chris, are you excited about the direction of the economy, the direction that economy is heading under this new Trump administration?
Not at all. From all the way from small and medium-sized businesses, all the way to the fact that these tariffs are going to shrink what's called the M&A window a pretty significant bit, since more projected than over the last 20 years. But we'll get into all this. Trump economy bad, tariffs L. So
Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you. Uh, is that is that liberal? How do you say it?
Liberal Banter Pod. It's my podcast account.
Liberal. Say it one more time.
Liberal Banter.
Liberal banter. Liberal banter. Liberal banter. How are you?
Good.
Good, good, good. Liberal banter. Are you excited about the direction that this economy is heading under this new Trump administration?
Absolutely not.
Ooh, okay. All right. Perfect, perfect. Give me 1 second here. Mr. Skip. Skip, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. Skip, are you excited about the direction that this economy is heading under this new Trump administration?
No, absolutely not.
All right. Perfect, perfect. One moment. And last but not least, what up? I see you change your username.
I had to. I got banana.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Till
All right,
Thursday. Till Thursday.
all right, all right.
You
Um,
know where I stand. No,
I
I do not.
okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Listen, guys, I'm gonna leave these last 4 spots open. If you are someone that's excited about the direction that this economy is heading under this Trump administration, if you are someone that believes in Donald Trump, if you are someone that believes in what he is actually doing and the direction that the country is heading into, go ahead and request up. We will give you an opportunity to speak. I promise you, promise you, promise you. This is a friendly discussion because this is Late Night with Santana. With that being said, guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. This is for everyone that is currently on the panel. Guys, please, please, please be mindful of the words that you use. Please remember to use TikTok friendly language. So you want to use words like AB, unalive, C19, smurder, mustache man, those type of words that not only protect your TikTok, but it helps protect the live and allows us to continue to have these conversations. Also, guys, this is a safe and friendly community. What does that mean? That means that we don't deal with any of the isms, racism, sexism, classism, none of it. We don't play that on the panel, nor do we play it in the chat. And speaking of the chat, please, please, please be mindful. Do not use caps. Caps are for mods. Caps will draw my attention away from the actual panel into the chat, and that'll take away from us being able to actually have these conversations. So please don't use caps, and also don't engage in any of those bad things. If you do, my mods will mute and block you. They do not play those games. Good job. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get the shares up. I'm going to reset this daily gift goal again to these little 1 cent gift goals. Again, it's going to help push us out to the FYP. I am leaving these boxes open. Please, 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 as of right now, only request up if you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading. If you are excited, if you're excited about the direction that the country is heading, only request up at this moment if you are excited about the direction that the country is heading. I'm going to let a couple of people in. And again, if you are not someone at this moment that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, I'm going to go ahead and drop you down because we are just looking for people at this moment to add to the panel so we can get a little bit of balance. Buddy, how are you, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Buddy, are you excited about the direction that the country is heading?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Give me one moment here, my friend, okay?
Okay.
And do you know how to unmute yourself if I mute you?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Thank you, thank you. I think we have, I don't know if Anthony's gonna load. So Anthony, if you can hear me, I'm gonna drop you down. You can request back up. You can definitely request back up. Guys, we are looking for a few more people that are excited. Only request up if you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading. If you are not excited about the direction that the country is heading, just hold off for me. We are trying to balance the panel out just a little. Dawson,
Yes,
how are
sir.
you?
I'm good, man.
Wonderful, wonderful. Dawson, are you excited about the direction that the country is heading?
I am, yeah.
Awesome, awesome, perfect, perfect. All right, guys, so we're going to leave these two boxes open as of right now. Again, I would love to actually balance out the panel more, so please, please, please only request up if you are someone that is excited to where excited about the direction that the country is heading, just until we can actually have these conversations, and then we'll start to swap people out. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. And I actually I want to. Oh, actually, sorry. Ooh, excuse me. One more thing, guys. W's in the chat for Chris. Christopher, my Chris, our Chris, sent a $10 donation saying, OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5. Love you, Santana. Christopher, I love you more. Thank you so much for that $10 donation. You are freaking awesome. Guys, that means we only have $240 left in our nightly donation goal. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoyed the information, education, entertainment, please, please, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. And also over on YouTube, you do have the ability to send super chats if you would like to support and donate. And please, if you're watching from YouTube right now, well, what up YouTube? What up Twitch? But make sure you're liking the stream over on YouTube. All right. Is it? Okay, hold on. All right, let's go ahead and get it going. I want to start with Buddy. Buddy, I want to start with you, my friend. Buddy, I would like to know, because today was a rough day in the stock market, right? And I think when you talk about the things that are happening with not only the stock market, but you talk about the fact that there's other things happening at the same time with inflation starting to rise. We do know that there's been a massive push to eliminate a lot of government jobs, and then also like crypto, right? Apparently, crypto is a really big thing now, and the federal government is looking to actually exchange our actual cash to buy crypto. So I guess with that being said, what makes you so excited about the direction of this country and also the direction of the economy?
Well, I guess first off, Trump was already in once, and everybody said he was going to destroy, he was going to go to war. It turned out he was the first one to never go to war. Um, and to be honest, he was just, I mean, the guy said some mean shit. He made some mean tweets. He's direct and upfront. Okay, so what? I would rather have a leader like that than somebody who's lying to my face all the time. So I'll just put it that way. So now that he's in again, and he's putting tariffs, I don't think it's such a bad idea. So I'm gonna can I put this out there? And I don't care if you guys drop me because of it, because everybody does. I'm from Canada, but I'm a Trump supporter, and if I was there, I would have voted. And Alberta, I'm from Alberta, and we want to become the 51st state with you guys.
No, I don't believe that one. Listen, I am going to drop you because you are Canadian, but I would like to give you just a few more minutes, just because I am interested in this. I'm interested in this. Normally, we don't really have these type of conversations, but I would like to hear your perspective. So I guess being Canadian, what is it that draws you towards Trump? I guess I'm a little bit confused because it does seem like Trump has kind of a personality that really pulls people in that aren't in the United States, that don't necessarily have to deal with the consequences of his actions. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
So the reason is up here in Canada, we have Justin Trudeau, and we have for 9 years. And the reason why we can't get rid of him is because he teamed up with this party called the NDP, which are the New Democrats, right? And he's basically been a dictator by manipulating that party to side with him on everything. So our Conservative Party can't pass any bills. So it's almost like a dictatorship. It's not quite, and I understand that. But the freedom that I'm seeing Trump give everybody, like actually going through the government spending to make sure they're spending the money properly. So many people in Canada wish that we had that here right now, because our Prime Minister Trudeau has been caught in like 5 different scandals so far in 9 years. And to be honest, he just keeps pushing the RCMP away. There's no way that they can get him because of our laws. They're different than yours. So he just keeps getting away with everything he's doing.
Thank you for the
And
cake.
now he just installed Mark Carney because he stepped down. And our election isn't till October or August or something. October. And now we're stuck with Carney unless he calls an election. So basically we have a prime minister right now that we didn't vote for.
Okay.
So it's you know what I mean? So it's us here, and a lot of people in Canada want to join the States because we're jealous.
I
of
don't
the
believe that
president.
one.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. It's true. Our premier Danielle Smith is actually not her personally, but there's a group in Alberta right now. We're starting to
Hold
put
tight.
female
Hold tight for me. Give me 1 second, buddy. 1 second, buddy. 1 second,
Yeah,
buddy.
no problem. No problem.
Real quick, Alice, are you someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading? Alice? Alice? Alice, all right, I'm going to drop you down, Alice. If you would like to request back up, you can. So again, we normally don't talk to people in Canada, and we normally don't talk to people that's in Canada, but I am actually kind of intrigued at the moment, not gonna lie. But I do see there's another Canadian in the chat. Let's see. Who is it? We Can Do Hard Things. We Can Do Hard Things. Would you like to actually join the panel as well? We Can Do Hard Things. If you would like to join the panel, I would be actually, you know what? I'll allow it. If We Can Do Hard Thing wants to hang around and actually have this conversation as well with Buddy, then I am for it.
Can I also say Whiskey Gump just said lots of us? He was agreeing to my thing about lots of us wanting to become part of the States. If Whiskey Gump wants to come up, that'd be good.
How do you start?
Hold on. Everybody mute up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Quick question for everybody that's watching. Is anyone, like, am I glitching to anyone else? Is anyone seeing any type of lag or anything? Chat over on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, in the chat. Am I glitching at all? Am I glitching at all? No lag? Okay. All right, guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Let's get the shares up as well. Guys, this is Late Night with Santana. We are looking for people that are excited about the direction that the country is heading. We are looking for Trump supporters that are excited about the direction that the country is heading. So let's do all the wonderful things. And I want to say W's in the chat for Kimberly. Kimberly sent a $5 donation saying, I'm broke, but I always want to give what I can. Kimberly, you are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. You are absolutely too kind. And W's in the chat for Kristen. Kristen sent a $10 donation saying, thank you for all that you do. You are amazing. No, you're amazing. Thank you so much, guys. That means we only have $220 left in our nightly donation goal. So Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoyed the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Again, if you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, and also a U.S. citizen, someone that voted for Trump. I know we have a non-U.S. citizen up here at the moment. I'm kind of actually interested, but no other. I see, there's another whiskey, whoever. Like, no. But if we can do hard things, if you would like to come up, as a matter of fact, I can't send you an invite. If you would like to come up as a counterpoint, I'm actually kind of interested in this. Journey, are you someone that's excited about the direction that the country's heading?
I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, okay. Listen, you can come back up a little bit later when we swap out some of the friendlies, but I'm going to drop you down for now, my friend, okay?
All right.
Thank you. All right, so hold tight for me just a moment, buddy, because again, you actually I'm gonna give you just a minute. Just hold tight.
I'm gonna have to drop because my phone about to die.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna drop you down. I appreciate you. Dawson.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me, why are you excited about the direction that the country is heading, especially understanding all of these things that are occurring, whether it's the massive drops in the stock market, whether it's the inflation starting to rise again, the massive layoffs, and even like crypto, which I think is a scam. Like what excites you about the direction that the country's heading?
Oh man, there's a lot that excites me. Okay, so beginning with the retaliatory tariffs, of course, going to in about 2 or 3 years, going to lower inflation by a drastic percentage, as well as bring a lot of manufacturing. A lot of these jobs.
Wait, did you say the tariffs were going to lower inflation?
Correct, yeah.
Do you do you know what's a tariff, friend?
A tariff, it's a tax on imported goods.
And with that tax on imported goods, who pays that cost in the end?
The buyer pays the cost.
Okay, so if you're raising the cost on the buyers, how how does that actually lower inflation if you're causing prices to go up?
Yeah. So, are you familiar with the tariffs Donald Trump has put on Canada so far?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the tariffs that he's threatened to put on and take off and put on and take off, and then said that we're going to give him more time to actually negotiate. So, but I'm also familiar with the USMCA that we've negotiated. So, but yeah, anyway, go ahead. I'm just help me understand where you're going with it.
Yeah. So, I mean, how do you think the Canadian economy is doing right now?
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
I think they're taking
slower.
it. Yeah, I think they're taking it pretty hard as well. I mean, like no one necessarily wins in a tariff war, so for sure.
Yeah. I mean, because I mean, right now there's a 264% tariff on chicken. There's a 248% tariff on eggs. There's a 25% tariff on steel. 25% tariff on cars. And these are all Canadian tariffs on us, and they've been like that for 9 years, ever since Justin Trudeau's got into office. So I mean, it's not that we're tariffing them to start a trade war with them. We're tariffing them because when Justin Trudeau is asked about it, he says it's a strategic play to benefit our country and bring back manufacturing of steel to our country and make sure we can, have eggs and have chicken that we raise here. And that's a phenomenal idea. That's a phenomenal idea. And if you would like to
Hey, that
agree
is
with
some chap
with a fellow
Christopher.
Democrat, then feel free to go ahead.
Yeah, no. So listen, I do think that, so I understand the logic, right? I am not someone that is of the mindset that, oh, you can't do tariffs because, it's just the worst thing in the world. I am more so on the mindset of as far as if it's used strategically, right? I do understand that actual need. Um, Chris, I wanted to come to you, but I know you're in the middle of mid chew. I didn't know if you wanted any of this right now. You're good? All right, Chris, I'm gonna give you the floor.
All right.
So Dawson's point is he thinks, like, again, I'm not saying that he's completely wrong. I understand his position in the sense that there are a time and place for tariffs and they can be used strategically. And it seems like he has a sense that that's what Trump is doing. And for some reason, he thinks that leveraging these tariffs is going to help drive down inflation.
All right, so let's actually talk about it, right? So you said, if not to misquote you, but you said it's going to take time, correct? Like for this to actually happen, right, Dawson?
Yeah, for certain manufacturing, advancements.
Perfect, right? So let's go ahead and talk about what happened with Trump's 2018, 2019 tariffs because we quite literally have the quantitative data from that. So while this was going on, right, we got into what's called a trade war and increased what was called the trade deficit. The value of China, and the reason why I'm using China is because they're the mega giant that we went toe to toe against, right? So they made more money off of us than we did off of them. And you know what's crazy about the whole time thing? Trump actually had to sign an agreement on January 15th of 2020 stopping the tariffs because he knew it wasn't working. It's called the Phase 1 agreement, right? So at the end of the day, what the actual results were confirmed by even people like Jerome Powell, we actually lost 750,000 manufacturing jobs. We actually lost 2.7% of all factories to other countries and 250,000 what was called export jobs, right? So the problem with this theory not working out like the way that you're stating is that it's based on two presuppositions. Number one, we would have to have everything here, right? If we were to have the infrastructure, we are one of the most resource poor when it comes to precious metals and uranium, which is the way of the future with these AI data centers. We actually only have 1% of the world's supply. That's just one commodity. Same thing with all these precious metals that keep us ahead in the technology game. Number two, it takes like 7 to 10 years to build infrastructure of any kind. Trump ran on an infrastructure bill that never got done, right? The Biden-Harris administration passed it, but it still takes a while. So these two presuppositions both have to be true at the same time for us to
Yeah,
be 100% self-sufficient. There is no way, not even Elon Musk, right, with whatever science he supposes that he does, can make uranium, precious metals, and all these things that aren't even found in North America in large quantities just appear out of nowhere.
you're right, man. And I want to ask you a follow-up question to
Of
that, to
course.
what you said. Where is the leading? Who has the most uranium?
China.
That'd be, yeah, that would
Yeah.
be China. Who is the second most?
No, don't have the. Is it
I
India?
believe it's Russia.
Wait, that doesn't sound right. Hold on, let me verify.
Wait, say it
Make
again.
sure I'm right.
That
What
Either
did what
way,
did did you say Russia
I'm
has
sorry.
the second most what?
the
Uranium.
most uranium
I
in the
believe.
world.
If they don't, they're definitely up there.
Hold on. So let's see. Who has the second most uranium in the world? Okay, so honestly, Russia's not even in the. Okay, so we go top 5 countries. Okay, so we have Australia, Kazakhstan, Canada, China, Namibia. Then we got Russia. This is on S&P Global. So yeah, or maybe you're reading the same one too. But I'm on S&P Global Encyclopedia of raw materials. So Russia is not even like top 2. I don't know where Kazakhstan is located, but apparently they have a good amount. You guys have a good amount. Russia has a good amount too, but it doesn't supersede the 3 people above them. So
Sure,
with
yeah.
that,
But I mean,
so
Russia's
with
very
that
rich
being,
in uranium.
yeah, but the point is though, you know where it's not rich at? Here in the US, right? So these AI data centers, they're not going away because now everybody's making a big push because we need to make power faster and faster and faster. And we're getting into what's called an energy deficit that a lot of people are trying to solve. The rich people are always going to have power, but we're going to get to a point in the next 10 to 15 years that maybe the lower middle class might not. Scary thought. How do we fix that? Nuclear energy. Who has 1% of the uranium reserves? The United States. How do we solve that? Keep importing uranium and building this stuff.
Sure, yeah. I mean, if you would like to make an exception for uranium, if Donald Trump would like to make an exception on
Well, I have way
tariffing
more
uranium,
exceptions because there's a lot more things
yeah,
than just the.
absolutely.
I named
And
you
that's
one.
yeah, and that's part of the reason why he hasn't announced totalitarian tariffs yet. And he keeps saying
He
he's going to
did.
back it up for leverage purposes. Um, he has not put a single totalitarian tariff on Canada.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the tariffs in 2018, 2019, and
Oh yeah, but
secondly,
those are specific.
oh
Those are
no, they
specific
weren't.
tariffs.
No, they
They were
weren't.
on like washing machines and things like that.
No, it was on a lot more than just that, right?
Could I
Which
Was
is
it
respond to
blanketed?
Jay?
yeah, for
Hold
China,
on, wait,
yeah.
hold on one second, no,
On
and
China,
guys,
yeah. Well, the reason,
wait,
yeah,
guys, don't overtalk each other.
Okay, sorry.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So
the reason. Oh, you gonna go ahead?
yeah, so first of all, it's not called totalitarian tariffs; it's called blanket tariffs, right?
That's yeah, that's what I meant. I
So
said blanket.
secondly, the reason why I'm bringing up China is because quite literally that's the mega giant that we had to deal with, and we got punched in the face to the trade war. So much so that Trump signed the Phase One agreement that was basically him saying, "Oh my gosh, we made a mistake by tariffing you guys. Let's both agree to like not do this." Even though he increased the bilateral trade deficit the most out of any president in a 4-year span and lost a lot of Americans' jobs. And it's because of these two principles that I said, right? Both have to be true at the same time. If we built 15 years of infrastructure over the past 4 years, I would love to know. I don't see it anywhere. And did we get right all these things that have never been native to our spot in North America overnight? I doubt it, unless somebody has some technology to tell me otherwise.
All right, hold on one
Yeah,
second.
I
So
mean,
I want
I
to.
would have to. Yeah, go ahead.
No. Go ahead and finish your sentence.
Oh, yeah, I would tend to agree. The only problem is that we went against China, so your point's kind of minute considering they're the number one manufacturer in the world, and it's kind of
I'm
common sense
talking
to know
about
not to.
China.
Hold on one second, Chris. Let him finish.
Well, you weren't talking about China. You just said the two factors that that played into your argument were
Boy.
that we
Okay,
had to have a
got it.
natural. Okay.
Okay. No, that's fine because I'm just gonna never. So I mentioned the tariffs we did on China about 7 times. Okay, fine. It's good to know that I'm getting ignored here when I'm bringing up the raw data. All right, got it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're going on like 3 or 4 minutes tangents. I can't respond. I need to respond singularity, like to each single point, before I have to respond to 4 or 5 and have to go back and respond.
That's fair. Okay, hold tight. Let's move it around the panel just for a second because I do want to get a couple other people involved, and I want to let everyone know if you are someone that is excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up. I do want to leave these last 2 boxes open specifically for people that are excited about the direction that the country is heading. We have enough people up here that are on the opposite end. So we don't necessarily want to have too many people with the same opinion. We want to be able to have these conversations and be able to actually go back and forth. So if you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up and I will get you up on the panel. Or if you're in the chat and you're someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up and we will get, or I'm sorry, just drop a me in the chat and I will get you in here. And also, guys, W's in the chat for Dale. Dale sent a $20 donation saying, is it just me or has MAGA been quiet lately? They aren't joining lives as often. Listen, they are joining lives, but they're talking about something else. I'm not even going to get into it. Anyway, thank you so much for that $20 donation. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Aaron. You know I mess up your name all the time. I need the phonetic spelling of that again. Anyway, W's in the chat. Thank you so much for the $2 donation saying Canadians help us get the orange guy out of office. Yeah, like we absolutely, yeah. We know. I don't think that Buddy represents the majority of Canadians, at least not the Canadians that I've spoken to. Anyway, thank you so much for those donation, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. And if you are over on YouTube, 1, tap the screen. 2, you can send a super chat and I will read out your message. And also 3, we do have membership. So if you want to become a sub over on YouTube, then you can do so. You get access to the Discord. You get a bunch of really cool benefits. Shout out to the one and only sub that we got so far, Randall. Randall, what up? I see you watching over there. What up, Randall? Listen, Liberal. I want to come to you for a second. I understand what the conversation they've been having so far, right, is around tariffs, and they're a little bit opposed as far as the position of the tariffs, as far as what they're going to do, and I don't know. It's just been an interesting conversation, but more than that, I think there's a need to understand that yes, the tariffs are definitely playing a factor in where we're heading or why the economy is not looking so great. But there's other factors that's really shaking our economy. I guess I would love to hear your thoughts on doing all of these things and then like kind of putting the cherry on top by having massive government layoffs where you're implementing all of these other factors while also causing people their jobs. Like, what are your thoughts around that?
So, from the conversation that was happening earlier, it's shocking that there's still such a fundamental misunderstanding of how tariffs actually work and are bad for consumers. And if the tariff drives prices higher, but then everyone is losing their jobs, and also people are losing benefits and services because they're cutting government benefits and services, I'm not really clear how anyone can see all of what's happening and think it's a good idea. You cannot cut things like the VA, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, shut down the Department of Education, drive up the prices of groceries, lay off a bunch of people, put the stock market down so all the companies stop hiring because their stock is down, and tell me that you're happy with the direction the country is going. That makes absolutely no sense at all.
Yeah, no, listen, I definitely understand that. And I think that, oh, well, let me push back on you just for a second, because I really want to stress test your thought process and and really get an understanding, because most people that are in favor of these cuts, they take a position that the government is bloated and there's a need to actually shrink the size of the federal government and people that are in place and blah blah blah. I guess, do you have do you have an issue with cutting these actual people from the government or these jobs from the government, understanding that the U.S. government is massive?
Mm-hmm. I understand the government is massive, and I'm not saying that there aren't places where the government could be more efficient. But that's not what Trump and Elon are doing. What they're doing is like Elon, what's it called? Illustrated. They're taking a chainsaw to a situation that needs a scalpel. You do not shut down entire departments, first of all, on bad information, lay off a bunch of people. If you're saying there's waste in USAID as an example, sure. Even if I agreed with you, why don't you come up with the list of things you think are wasteful? Go to Congress, who, what's it called, allocated the money in the first place, and have that discussion. It doesn't make any sense to come in with zero logic, no strategy, no thought, just like the tariffs, assume everything is bad and tear the whole thing down. I don't think there's as much. I honestly think that people on the right are a little delusional about how much waste is happening in the government. And when you push them, the stuff they call waste is just stuff they don't like. Whatever they don't like being paid for, that's waste in their opinion, but that's not how
Mm,
the government works.
okay, okay. Unc, I want to slide over to you for a second. Do you agree? I mean, have you seen this as well, where people on the opposite end, or quote unquote right, they're targeting waste, but it's really just things that either don't necessarily benefit them or things that they have a particular issue with. Like, what are your thoughts?
I absolutely agree. I think when you fire over 300,000 people at one time, you have to know who you're firing. Like you can't just go all diabolical and fire these people who have families and healthcare and children in school and things like that. They were so diabolical about it that they don't even know who they fired because they had to send an email out the next day saying name 5 things that you did. You know what I'm saying? That means you don't know who you fired. And the fact that you have to go back and find out who you can hire back. I mean, there is no plan in place. You kind of went in there just like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna shrink. And I do believe that you need to shrink the government. I do. I think there's a lot of waste, and I think there's ways to do it, but you can't go in there without a plan.
Yeah,
You cannot
yeah.
go in there all willy nilly.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, and I think that's the part that the people that are supporting the moves that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are making, they're not necessarily accounting for the fact that a lot of the things that they're doing is it's reckless, right? I mean, let's call it what it is. It's a reckless pace that we're taking, and again, kind of coupling that with all of the other factors, that's what's really worrisome to me. I guess, Unc, and I'm gonna come back to you again. Making these type of moves, right? It speaks to a little bit of instability, right? Not only with the reckless speed of cutting people jobs, but then the threatening of the tariffs, right? And we see that fluctuation, and we see a drop in consumer confidence, we see a drop in the stock market, like all of these things. What are your thoughts as far as like all the things that they're doing all at the same time?
So I think they're trying to pay their one percenters. I think everything that they're
Mm,
doing is geared towards getting taking money out of our social programs. They're taking from the poor and giving to the rich. And I think the fact that you can point to the fact that Elon is getting 8 million, upwards of $8 million a day from our government, and then he's firing AGs that are investigating him things like that. I mean, that to me screams they don't care about what the real American people are going through. Us middle class people who have to go to work every day. I mean, when you can let go of that many federal workers and not know why you let them go, that screams craziness to me. And the tariffs. Just if I could touch that for just a second. If you I don't know where he got that 248% tariff on eggs. I've never heard that, and if he can address that, I'd appreciate that. I looked for it on my
Yeah,
laptop, but I couldn't find it.
he's gone, but that's something that I think Trump was spouting, and so I think that's where it came from.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
didn't know. I looked so hard for that.
I could answer that question just so you know.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
yeah, that was Buddy that said that.
No. It was the other guy. I am gonna come around to Buddy. Listen, guys, I would said I can address it. Are you someone? There's a couple of people that's in the box. If you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up. If you are not someone that is happy with the Trump administration, happy with the direction that the country is heading, or if you're not someone that lives in the country and voted for Trump, or lived in the country at the least, don't request up. We are only looking for people that are in the country and you're happy and excited about the country, the direction that the country is heading. So if you are not in that position, please drop out at the moment. We're just trying to balance the panel out a little bit before we start to bring any more quote unquote friendlies in. I don't want it to be a situation where there's only one person or was one person up here that took that position. Moonstruck, are you someone that's excited about the direction that the country's heading? Moonstruck. Oh, okay. Gonna go ahead and drop you down then. No worry. It looks like you are already out of the box. Again, guys, if you are someone that's in the chat and you are excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up. We will leave these boxes open. I would love to get some people up here that are excited about the direction that the country is heading. I don't want to just be one side speaking to just anything. So again, if you are excited about the direction that the country's heading, thank you for your heart me. If you're excited about what Donald Trump is doing, this Trump administration is doing, then go ahead and request up and we will get you in on the panel. Guys, tap the screen, share the live out. Let's do all the wonderful things so we can actually get the live pushed out to the FYP. So I need you all to do all the wonderful things, right? Tap the screen. Let's get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Let's get the shares up. Let's get the shares up to 250 shares. Let's also knock out the daily gift goal. Let's let them cook. If we can keep doing all of these things, it'll help push us out to the FYP and get more people in so we can have these conversations. Darius, how are you, my friend? Darius, are you there? I'm gonna send you a request to come off mute.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, this is DeMarcus.
Yes.
Sorry.
DeMarcus. Sorry, I said Darius. That's on me.
I was like, oh,
I mess up your name every single time. DeMarcus.
Oh, no problem.
DeMarcus, we know that there's a lot happening in the country, right? And we know for a fact that the stock market has massively dropped. Massively dropped. We understand that inflation is rising again. There's a huge thing with massive government layoffs. But we also know that the federal government, more specifically the Trump administration, is targeting crypto, right? They're targeting crypto as a way to scam, I guess. Do you have any insights or thoughts as far as how they're looking to actually establish like the strategic treasury of crypto or whatever it is, and just the overall thought process as far as how they're willing to actually trade the United States gold in order to secure cryptocurrency for basically the top 1%? Like, any thoughts around that?
I think this entire thing is like kind of like obviously intertwined. I mean, even down to like the whole obvious name of Doge while also having Dogecoin. I think they're trying to put it in our face and people aren't paying attention. Like right now, Elon Musk is promoting Dogecoin in China on Bitcoin ATMs. Like the conflict of interest is just so thick you can cut it with a knife. Like you have this person literally influencing crypto, pretty much is going to be legislation in a way of how it's going to be regulated or not regulated, and pushing the button on which cryptocurrencies are going to be protected while others are not. And your average person who's investing, 400, 500 bucks, they're not going to know the ins and outs of what's actually going on. But that's the thing. They're supposed to be the collateral damage while the billionaires and millionaires make the money on the way up. So I think this crash is intentional. I think the devaluing of the dollar is intentional because they want this cryptocurrency to benefit only the top 1%, while
Mm,
everybody else is scrounging and waiting for a 1.2 point jump. They have millions and millions of shares. Like that 1.2 point jump for them is a lot different than yours is. And they don't see it like that. Like Donald Trump is giving them a hope that they will be like them if you just invest this way, where they're literally deregulating that way to protect their money. So I
mm.
think that's what Elon's goal is with this entire Doge thing. Is like to give a base of money to give credence to like coins like Doge and Bitcoin and all of these other different cryptos that they care about, while everybody else is just like rolling the dice to see what actually sticks.
Got it, got it, got it. Chris, I would love to hear your thoughts. I know you are a finance guy, but I would love to hear your thoughts because, like, one, have you heard about the crypto bill? Right?
No,
There's actually a crypto bill.
I'll look into it, but I know the mechanics behind it. So
Well, hold on. So let me give you the premise,
yep.
then at least about the crypto bill, and then I would love to hear your thoughts on that, and then even more so, what are your thoughts in general, right? So the crypto bill is a bill that has been introduced where we would actually utilize the gold that's in Fort Knox, and we would actually buy off a set amount of cryptocurrency, right? An established cryptocurrency, and we would I think they said it's over 10 years, but over a certain amount of time, have to guarantee to buy a certain amount of cryptocurrency, which I believe is like 500 billion in crypto. And so we would be guaranteeing the actual crypto market and the amount that has to be bought. Um, so no, it's not a certain amount of money. It's a certain amount of actual crypto that has to be bought. And so they're saying that basically it's going to be the backstop and all this other stuff. And we know for a fact that, Elon Musk has participated in pump and dumps. Donald Trump has participated in pump and dumps as well. And so I like it's a whole shaky setup. So with that being said, high levels, what are your thoughts on that bill? And then even more so, what are your thoughts as far as the federal government being involved in the crypto?
So I actually love talking about this because one of the very first career roles I had was at a venture capital firm that dealt with solely, digital asset projects. So let's talk about the mechanics of it, right? One, it's one of the most deregulated industries in the world, not just the United States, right? So the reason why I bring into this, right? You want to try and back a digital asset with a physical asset. There is nothing in the Security Exchange Commission or what's called the CFTC, right? Right. The Crypto Futures Trade Commission that actually covers doing this type of transaction. So before we even get started, I don't even know if this is legal or trackable, right? Under sorts of any type of things. Now, there's also a weak form of regulation called the Stable Act, right? But in the United States. But this is so loose of a crypto regulation that trying to make it part of the money supply would honestly be impossible. There's also tax classifications and ambiguities and all this other things. IRS doesn't have any guidance for what's called DeFi. When I use the term DeFi, it's called decentralized finance. And lastly, as soon as we do this, we're quite literally going to make the world reserve currency get devalued overnight, right? And what's the world reserve currency right now? It's the US dollar. We're taking a huge bet. And to let you guys know, Most of the world's cryptocurrency is actually not owned by people in the United States, and in fact, this isn't even tracked so closely. There's a guy named Suzuki Hashimoto, and unfortunately, that's his alias, right?
You
That
stole my
that
thunder, Chris. Go
yeah.
ahead. Tell
So
him
you
about him.
guys,
Tell him all about him. No, tell him about him.
yeah. So you guys need to know that crypto is so much of a weird industry that you don't even have to tell your real name, right? So this was one of the people, right? Yeah, secret man. Yeah, you guys caught on that one. This is one of the mans that created the white papers for crypto, along with like 4 other people, and hoarded a large amount of the supply. We don't know where this guy is. We know he's not in the United States. We know he holds a large amount of the supply, and this isn't the only person. We have other people working like that. So we give the leverage to other countries and people living in other countries because other governments obviously don't have this. So we leave this supply of digital assets at the mercy of other people. We're gonna put the little tipping scale of the world reserve currency no longer in the United States, but on individual people living elsewhere. And sorry if that was messy. I just tried to paint that picture. But
Can I add
Yeah.
something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that we don't know how much Bitcoin Elon owns or
100%.
how much Dogecoin Elon owns, yet he's basically writing crypto legislation and influencing crypto deregulation. Like, that's a conflict of interest. If you just switch the name to, like, I don't know, Bill Gates, I think the right would have a problem with it, but they don't.
Hey, Santana, can you answer, or Chris, can one of you guys answer me this as to why? I mean, what scares me is that it's not tangible.
yeah.
Yeah, so that I've had that on my live. A lot of people asking me why, how do we get to it, and why can't the people who are lower to middle class get to that type of currency?
Well, so when we're looking at the concept of DeFi, decentralized finance, right? Why was crypto first made in the first place, right? To supposedly, even though I think it's doing a terrible job, democratize the finance industry. But the reason why it's so high is because it takes a lot of funding to what's called mine it, make new. So there's a simple term in the crypto world called TVL, right? Total value locked. And if you look at it between 2017 and 2025, the overall amount of Bitcoin has not increased all that much. What does that mean? The existing supply has only gotten more expensive, right? So that's why, like the average citizen probably wouldn't have access to buy a metric ton of it, leading to the gentleman's case right below you. That guess who gets to capitalize on these expensive digital assets? Rich people, especially ones that like Mr. Suzuki Hashimoto, which I don't even know if that's his name, by the way, that's his alias, just happens to have a metric crap ton of it because he was a rich dude that first bought it in 2017, and it's appreciated since then.
Yeah. So I, excuse me. I want to share this with you because where I thought you were actually going, where I thought you were going was with this. Get this up here. Give me a second. Actually, okay. All right. So I thought you were going to talk about this guy, right?
Oh.
So this Justin's son was actually being investigated by the United States government, and just so happens that he ended up making a $30 million purchase into Donald Trump's cryptocurrency. And as soon as that I won't say as soon, but after making that quote unquote investment into the meme coin or whatever the actual thing is for Trump, he was being investigated by one of our federal agencies, and immediately the charges were dropped. Right, the investigation was stopped after he made a $30 million purchase of Donald Trump's meme coin. And so, those are the types of things that like worry me when it comes to the crypto industry, and then just, how much it's not monitored. Chris, have you seen that story? I was looking for the actual the other article,
No, but I would love for you to send it because, like, here's the thing. I kind of ignore the micro stories because so many people actually, as a collective, got ripped off. That, which is a bad thing, by the way. So I must have missed that story, but no, I would love to read about that.
yeah, he was being investigated by the Security and Exchange Commissions for allegedly defrauding investors. Yeah, they said potentially delivering an 8-figure payday to, yeah, I'm not going to get into that part, but yeah, that's what it really boils down to. He was being investigated. He purchased $30 million worth of Donald Trump's crypto coin, and now the Security and Exchange Commissions has dropped their investigation. It's pay to play. It's literally pay to play.
Yeah.
You heard the story, Santana, about people paying $5 million to visit him in Mar-a-Lago, right?
Yeah, I did, right? He's offering like dinners or whatever, anywhere from $1 million to $5 million.
Yeah, well, I think that's all what this crypto is. I don't know anything about crypto. Chris is far more educated, and so are all of you on this panel than me about crypto. But if there's one thing I know, crypto is definitely used for crimes. And if there's one thing I know too, it's that it's a little anonymous. And now that Donald Trump is the president of the United States with his own cryptocurrency, who needs a Swiss bank account? Couldn't anybody just, like, pay for favors through his fucking cryptocurrency? Excuse my language, my
You
apologies.
can actually do that through what's called staking, right? Staking is the process of taking what's called a blockchain, making your own network. I'm going to dumb this down real quick, guys, because I really don't want you guys to get confused here. I pay you to go make a blockchain, right, off record, and flow my digital assets through there. That's what's called staking, right? That has been around. It's called proof of stake, POS, and this has quite honestly got a lot of people ripped off in the past. So virtual Donald Trump, right, who doesn't like to pay his taxes, wants to commit a staking operation with his other billionaire friends. Be like, hey, let's make our own staking operation. Do not tell anybody about it, and take an existing amount of like crypto, Ethereum, Dogecoin, whatever you name it, and just do a lot of transactions behind people's back. He can do that because guess what? We don't even have a corporate tax code yet for crypto.
Correct.
Crazy.
Correct. It's super unregulated, and that's the wild thing. Welcome in, Parker Raiders. Welcome in, Parker Raiders. Guys, as we get in, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Let's also get the shares up to 350 shares. And also, guys, if we can knock out the daily gift goal, it will help push us out to the FYP. And last but not least, guys, W's in the chat for Eddie, who sent a $5 donation towards the nightly donation goal. And massive, insane amount of W's in the chat for Carol. Carol sent $50 towards the nightly donation goal. Carol, you are freaking awesome. Carol, thank you so much for always being a part of our community and always supporting. You are absolutely far too kind and absolutely far too amazing. Guys, that means we only have $148 left in our nightly donation goal. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoyed the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. And even over on YouTube, where you can send super chats. You can definitely send super chats if you would like. We are looking for some people that are excited about the direction that the country is heading. So if you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up and we will get you onto the panel. I'm going to call you Wakanda. Wakanda, how are you? Is it Red Tigrean Wakanda? Wakanda, I'm going to send you a request to come off mute. Wakanda going once. Wakanda going twice. All right, I'm going to drop you down. Monopoly, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing well. I wanted to come up so I can talk to my main bitch, Chris, because he didn't call me back after letting me.
Hold on, my friend.
Know you, bro.
Hold on 1 second, Chris. Hey, 1 second. This is Late Nights with Santana, and we are very respectful. Chris, we haven't said this in a while, but I know you know. All right, Chris, on Late Nights with Santana, we are very mindful. We are very cutesy. We're very what?
Demure.
Very demure, very mindful.
With that being said, we will have respect, we will have order, we will have decorum. So, Monopoly, I'm going to go ahead and give you back the floor. I have a quick question for you, and then I will actually allow you to speak. So, question for you. I'm sending you an invitation to come off mute. Are you excited about the direction that the country is heading under this Trump administration?
Absolutely. They call me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Frank. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, they call me Minnow, but after
Minnow, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all good. After Chris swallowed my minnow, I couldn't do nothing about it, man.
Okay, that's weird. Would you like to tell us why you're excited about the direction that the country is heading in?
Well, I voted for Harris, so I mean, there's not much I can do about the situation that's going on right now under the Great Orange Hope.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So why did you say you were excited about the direction the country is heading in then? Or that. Okay, cool. Guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live. If you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up. If you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading, go ahead and request up and we will get you in on the panel. We are looking for people that are excited about the direction that the country is heading. Prince, are you someone that's excited about the direction the country is heading?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm going to drop you down just for now, friend. You can request to come back up in just a moment, okay? Is it Gordy Shackles? Gordy Shackles? Gordy Shackles, are you someone that's excited about the direction that the country's heading?
I think I requested on accident.
Oh, okay. No worries. I'll go ahead and drop you down. Guys, we are looking for people that are excited about the direction that the country is heading. If you are in the request right now and you are not excited about the direction the country is heading, if you are not someone that's excited about this Trump administration, please, for right now, just drop out and we will get you back in here later. But we are only looking to balance out the panel at the moment. We do want to actually get people that have a different perspective on the panel. We are looking for people that have a different perspective because we want to be able to have these conversations. This is Late Nights with Santana. Guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things that will help get us pushed out to the FYP so we can get more people in so we can actually have these conversations. Only request up if you are someone that's excited about the direction that the country is heading. With that being said, Greyfish, I'm going to come back to you. Greyfish, I want to hear your thoughts, right? Because we understand the stock market has been taking a beating. But even more so, I know for a fact that there were a lot of people that voted for Donald Trump, and one of the main reasons they voted for Donald Trump is because inflation was so high, right? And inflation is starting to rise again. There's a lot of people who voted for Donald Trump and had no idea that their jobs were going to be the jobs that were lost. But then we also know there is, again, we were just talking about crypto. So, Greyfish, which one of these categories has surprised you the most as far as the way it's unfolded?
Oh, I honestly didn't believe he would do the tariffs the way that he has. Well, like, that just goes to show absolutely how undeniably moronic.
Why do you say that?
I didn't think he was as dumb as he is. No, I mean, look, Santana, like, I think a lot of people actually thought that Congress and these Republicans would rein him in a little bit. But what they failed to realize is, like, he has the tariff ban. And him just sitting there even chatting about it, like, I didn't think he would do it the way in which he has, but he is hell-bent on dropping 25% tariffs on our two biggest trading partners. Like,
yeah. Yeah,
it's
which
crazy.
It's absolutely interesting. One second here. Linda Love, are you someone that's excited about the direction that the country's heading? Linda? I don't think Linda realizes she's up here because I hear her tapping. That's why I jumped in. Okay, Linda, I'm going to drop you down. Thank you for tapping the screen, Linda. I really appreciate you so much. She started tapping slower. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greyfish.
No, you good. I mean, like, I took it seriously when he was talking about it originally because, like, my wife and I did go get a car. Like, we made a major vehicle purchase prior to him becoming president because we actually thought, like, there's real legitimacy. And now I'm like, damn, I made an actual adult decision, apparently.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that the major car manufacturers would allow for him to start messing with these tariffs. But you saw it. I mean, as soon as he tried to do it, the three major car manufacturers went to him and started shaking him down. But I don't know for how much longer they're going to be able to battle because he seems hell bent and it's crazy.
Can I say something?
You absolutely can. I was just about to come to you. The floor is yours.
I just want to say, like, Greyfish, I unlike you, I was not surprised. I think a lot of people are surprised at how the second term is going, but we already knew from jump, like when he was running for president, he made it abundantly clear he was not going to have any adults in the room with him. There's no Mnuchin. There's no more Goldman Sachs. I mean, there's still Goldman Sachs people, but there's no more like adult economists, for example, to stop him from his BS. He told us he was going to replace everyone in government with people who are just going to be yes men and women, and that's what he did. So, like, I don't, when people say they're surprised, I'm like, why? He told us everything he was going to do. I'm not even talking about Project 2025. Since he lost in 2020, he's been talking about revenge, hiring a bunch of yes men, and that's what he did.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And I was screaming from the rooftops that his tariff talk was a dumb idea. I just like can't believe that he's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. It's the dumbest. Oh, I think it was Trudeau who just said it to, like yesterday or the other day. He was like, "It's dumb." He's like, "It's the only thing I can explain. It's dumb."
It's really dumb.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it's bad policy to actually go into a situation where we are essentially starting a trade war with our allies, our partners, people that we directly rely on an everyday basis. So I completely agree. I am Malika. I'm sorry. How do I say your username, friend?
That's my username, just A Malik M.
A Malik M. A Malik M. Can I call you Malik? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool, brother.
All right, Malik, are you someone that's excited about the direction that the country's heading?
Oh yeah, I'm straight MAGA.
Okay.
And I'm black, and I'm from Chicago. So.
Okay, you just got a trifecta. All right, tell me why you're excited about the direction of the country's heading, my friend.
So, I just learned about you. A brother sent this to me, and this is a good show. So I follow it and everything. So
okay,
kudos
thank
to
you,
brothers for putting this information out and getting dissenting and points of views. That's really dope. But the one brother thus far that I've listened to, where did he go? What did it say? MGM Chris.
Oh, Chris, you wanted to talk to Chris?
No, I was just wanting to make a point to him. Out of everybody I've listened to, and I've been listening to this for probably about 15, 20 minutes, he's the only one that's making sense.
Mm-hmm.
That brother is speaking macroeconomically. He's speaking policy. He's speaking about what's really going on. No disrespect to the good brother Unc over there. I understand when women get on and they start, talking about how we're doing and the man is doing this to us because they're
Wait, did you say women?
Yeah, it's like a sister was just speaking. I forgot her name, and she was saying that they're doing this and they're doing that to us. And I
Wait,
understand because
hold on, wait, what? Yeah, hold on, wait, why? What? I'm confused. Why? What? Why'd
let
you
me
go straight to misogyny?
no. Let me make the point. As women, they do look for some people call it hypergamy. As women, they are to be taken care of. As women, men are supposed to look after them. It's scriptural. We don't have to deal with it as a misogynist situation. I'm not speaking on that. I'm just saying when women start using the terminology and start thinking about, they're doing this to us and they're taking that away from us. I understand it. But as men, I kind of lean on the side of we should put our foot down and go after whatever is happening. And the first thing to do is do like the brother MGM Chris is doing, is become very informational about what's happening right now.
I'm
When
Hold on,
these
hold on, hold
jobs
on,
are
hold on,
being
hold on one
lost,
second. Hold on one second, liberal.
when these jobs are being lost, there's like the brother said, two things have to be true at the same time. One of the things, really quick, but I don't want to take the whole
Hold
circle.
on,
One of
hold
the
on,
things,
because I got a quick question. Did you say hypergamy?
yeah, so
What is that?
what is it when they say women marry up, or they're looking for, women don't marry poor men, they marry men of substance who could take care of them.
This is
Men
crazy.
tend to marry, we don't care about that point. And it's nature, because women have our children, we're supposed to be providers, protectors, maintainers. So I understand if a woman is taking the position of they're taking something away from us, but we as men should not be taking that position. We should be thinking, well, this is what's happening. Where can I put my position in to capitalize on that? Because we're in a capitalist society. Where do I get in on that? And it's shameful, or I hate to hear our brothers go down that line of, well, they're taking these jobs from us. Okay, find another job. Put yourself in a position to create your own job. Do what you're doing. Set up a situation where we can all come out here. You're getting donations. You're not being a victim. There's a law that's called the universal law of cause and effect. You are operating from cause. You're causing your own situation. Some people operate under effect. They allow things to happen to them and say the government is doing this, the government is doing that. There's the brother right there. He just came back, Chris. So when he was speaking complete economic situations that's going on that I don't think a lot of us know about. And he was absolutely right. Both things have to be true at the same time. Whenever new administrations come in, when Biden came in last time, they shut the Keystone Pipeline down. I know several people who lost very, very lucrative jobs from the Keystone Pipeline being, taken away from them.
Well, okay,
So
hold on, because you're saying a lot, and I want us to be able to address this. I mean, you're saying a lot, and I want us to be able to address this. But hey, for anyone in the chat, I can someone do me a favor? Usually, one of these two people are here, but I don't see them watching right now. Can someone send this live to Buzzy or Southern Fried Cali? Either one. I'll take either one. Buzzy or Southern Fried Cali. Can someone see if they can get Buzzy or Southern Fried Cali in here? I would call Jessica Simone, but I know she's not available. Buzzy, Southern Fried Cali. Even maybe the Black Historian is free.
I'll cast the first stone, though. I can defend this position.
Well, hold on, because I'm gonna give
myself.
Wait a minute. I know wait a minute. I know everybody has something to say. We're gonna start with liberal because I mean, Malik did, start with liberal, and so I'm gonna give everybody a turn, option to speak, but I'm gonna ask that everyone, if you're not speaking, please stay on mute, one at a time. Liberal, I'm gonna give you the floor
but
first.
if you get a chance, can I make the point? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Ask a question to Malik because I'm trying to understand his rambling. So you think that because I'm a woman and I didn't go into the intricacies of DeFi and crypto, that I'm making an emotional argument about why the economy is heading in a bad direction. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I was speaking about the point that you made. I thought earlier
What was
I
the
heard you
point?
say some. I thought I heard you say something earlier about how things are being taken away from us, and they're doing
What did
these
I?
jobs, and this is happening, and that's happening. Was
So
that
are
you?
you talking about when I mentioned how the combination of things that Trump and Elon are doing are going to be bad for normal people and
Right.
therefore the economy?
Yes.
So instead of responding to my claims, like if you think the Dow falling 1,000 points in a day is a good thing, why don't you tell us why you think that?
That is a good
Why would
thing if you
you?
understand what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Liberal, you asked him a question, and I actually would love to hear why that's a good thing. Give him
So
a second, and hold on, Malik. I'm gonna ask you this, please. When you make your point, try to keep it kind of concise for us because we want to have an actual conversation.
right, it's a lot that I want to try to get off really quick.
Yeah, no.
So
Go ahead.
first of all, let me say this: I don't get into the thing about what we've diminished our society to, or as these liberal. I mean, not liberal, but these what do you call them? Like we label everything. So if you make a point, you're either a this or you're either a that. When everything is either on the microcosm or the macrocosm. I'm not sexist or anything, so I apologize if the sister took it that way. That's not what I was saying.
All
But
right.
let me
Okay.
just say this from what she just asked me: the Dow falling. I don't know if you all know this. I'm sure the brother Chris may know because he seems, from what he was saying, like he is fully, in the know of these things. When Trump first came in, he met with the Fed chair guy and asked him to lower the interest rates. He told him no. So the only alternative he has now is, in order to move the system where they're trying to move it to, is he has to go ahead and crash it. It's a burn and start over. They got to gut the whole system. And in the situation that we are in, which is these people are trying to put us in communism,
Well,
these people
what is communism?
well, communism is a form of government
No, it's
where
not.
we the people don't we won't have this we won't have this constitutional republic anymore. It's a
No,
dictatorship. It's a dictatorship.
that's not communism, friend.
What is communism? Because how I understand
Communism is a
communism,
communist, right? No, like as a matter of fact, let me just do this real quick because I just want to make sure that we have a understanding
because I'm putting it
because
from the Communist Manifesto.
I can
I'm
answer it
thinking of
for
it
him
from
since
what
he
how
thinks
that was
my
explained.
arguments are feminine. I can answer it for him.
yeah, no, I mean, like, communism is I'll keep it simple, uh a stateless, classless, systemless, moneyless
Well, it's when the
uh,
government owns everything under a
no, it's not.
dictatorship.
No, it's not.
The
No, it's
people
not.
don't
You
have
can't
any
have a
private
you can't
property.
have a
We don't.
dictatorship and be communist. That doesn't make that
Well, that's
they're
what happens in like well, Great Britain, when America was under the rule of Great Britain and we got the independence from them. They were under a communist regime. We don't
okay.
have any private property rights. We don't
That's
have any.
false.
That's yeah, no. Okay, hold on. So let's just stick here for just like half a
So
second.
take the
So going
communist
back,
thing out. Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, going back to the question that liberal asked,
Right.
and Shay, thank you so much. Whew, for joining, Shay. I'm so glad that you got the back signal. Holy smokes, I'm so glad that you're here, Shay. Um, but going back to liberal, because liberal asked a specific question, and you said basically the premise behind what you're saying is that the reason why it's a good thing that the economy, the stock market is crashing is because Trump is using it as a mechanism to battle the interest rates, and this is the only way to get to that end goal. Is that accurate? Oh, Malik, you have to come back in. If you can't see me, we can't hear you.
Oh,
Malik, you got the.
I'm sorry about that. I was looking up the definition. I was gonna give you the. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
that's basically in a nutshell. Yeah,
okay,
because
okay, perfect.
obviously
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't misrepresenting with what you were saying before I gave the floor back
that's
to liberal.
simplifying. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Liberal.
What I was going to get to when you said that is that you think that companies' equities going down will make them more likely to make housing cheaper, for example, because I assume that's what most people care about when they're talking about interest rates. Is that what you think is going to happen?
Well, it's more than just the interest rates, and it's more than just the housing.
But you said
See,
interest rates, so can you explain to me
no,
the
I didn't
connection?
say anything about interest rates. I don't think.
You
Well,
said
you said that he went to Trump met with Jerome Powell, the head of
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Fed,
We were
and
true. Okay, yeah. I'm
so.
sorry.
So
Right.
can
So
you
that's the.
explain to me, since I'm just a silly woman, can you explain to me the connection between stocks going down and interest rates going down? Can you explain that to me?
If we're gonna have the conversation, I never call anybody a silly woman or anything like that. So that's, if you receive it, fine. But I didn't do that. So
Okay.
let me just say this: on the grand scale of things, what's happening right now is we have had a situation in this country where people have been stealing money from the when Clinton signed NAFTA, it removed the power that the middle class had, which was everything evolved around the middle class and money coming in and out of the society from the middle class working, having
Mm.
jobs in the society. NAFTA took all the jobs out of the country. There was a big Obama did from Clinton to Bush to Obama,
Okay, okay, hold on, hold on,
almost 20
hold on, hold
years.
on, hold on. Time out, time out, time out. That's yeah, that's absolutely not true. But also, this is a lot. Like this is a lot happening at
Yeah,
one
and he
time.
asked me the question. I'm trying to hurry and get
But
to
it's
No, no, no,
not.
no.
so I'm
Wait, yeah,
saying
okay,
like
hold on,
to get
everybody.
to the point
Okay,
of like
hold on, no, no, no. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. 1 second. Um, liberals. Let's hold off on the questions at the moment. I would like for you to speak.
I
The floor is yours.
I want to understand because
Mm.
as someone who is, using my emotions to make decisions about the direction the country is going, I want him to explain to me
No, 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 no,
what
no,
he's
no.
thinking.
I just
No more questions.
oh
Are
no,
we not here
liberal.
to
We
learn?
can we cannot risk that at the moment. We need to make sure everybody gets an opportunity.
Okay. Sorry. I won't ask. I won't ask anymore. I thought he was gonna teach us something. Because he obviously knows
I mean,
exactly how
he
to
does have a lot to say. I will give him that, but we just want to make sure that everybody else gets the
Well, let me just say this before I stop talking. When I said the economy is not heading in a good direction, it was based on the facts which I outlined, which he took as emotional, whatever he decided it means. It cannot be good for companies to lose money, for people to lose money, for jobs to be lost. I don't understand how you think a reset is happening. Do you think billionaires are just going to stand by and allow all their net worth and assets to disappear so Trump can reset the economy to help you? Is that what you think is about to happen? Because that's delusional at best.
Malik. Malik, I think she was giving the floor back to you. Malik, you're on mute. I'm gonna send you a request to come off mute. Malik, are you there? Okay, well, we're gonna take this opportunity. Chris, I'm gonna pass it over to you just for a second.
Okay, so what he was saying about the post-Clinton era was cap. So I'm gonna tell a really long story in a very short amount of time, right? So it logically does not follow, right? Bill Clinton's tax plan quite literally bolstered the lower middle class. I wonder how he did that. If you look at the provisions, it was taxing billionaires 10%, right? Certain taxes for the ultra wealthy, and even more taxes for the people making above $400,000. Also throw in all these wonderful tax credits for these smaller businesses that are located in that sector to have a chance. A new capital investment tax credit, all this other stuff. Now, what happened after Clinton has quite literally got us into the mess today. So let's fast forward just a little bit.
I think I'm on
Glass-Steagall
now.
Glass-Steagall Act in literal 1999, which separated commercial and investment banking. Guess what that meant? A lot of that money stayed up in the 1%. George Bush's first tax plan, which was TCJA Light, income and wealth inequality. I think it's called the GRFFQ or something like that. Donald Trump's first tax plan that also busted it open more than any time in the past 12 years. And then you had him, and we're talking about interest rates. I hope you do realize that the Federal Reserve doesn't control all interest rates. For example, housing, right? That's literally supply and demand of the 10-year Treasury bonds. And how did Trump mess that up? Repealing Dodd-Frank's, which literally allowed corporations to eat up all this housing, and they control the interest rates. So honestly, it's the post-Clinton mess that got us to where we're at today, because Clinton showed us that you can quite literally build the middle class and have a great economy by literally taking the control, more of the control away from the wealth hoarding 5% and up. So I
So
don't know
NAFTA,
where
NAFTA
you go.
didn't send all the
Can I
jobs
can
out the
I
country.
I'm landing. I'm landing. So, with that being said, the ends don't justify the means, and that is not what history actually tells us.
So I think I hit the button, brother. From I lived through that generation when Clinton signed NAFTA. I don't know if you all are old enough to remember, or if you do remember, you will call AOL when internet first came out. You'll call your cable provider and talk to someone in China. All the manufacturing jobs went out the country. They took all the 90, so many. I don't have the numbers, but so many of these jobs went out of the country. Bush didn't bring them back, nor did uh, what's his name, Obama. So now that we have Trump in, and we're in a situation right now where there's a huge situation all over the world with China and everybody else. The money is getting ready to like change from one currency to another. We're getting ready to go into a digital age. And all that's happening now is these tech billionaires are screwing the game up. They are getting rid of a lot of people who have these jobs, and they're getting ready to give them over to AI, right? AI is getting ready to take a lot of the jobs. And the big part of the situation that's happening, and I thought it was only the liberals, but I see Trump and them are somewhat on it too, is universal basic income. They're getting
Okay.
ready to have a
Hold
class
on,
of
hold on,
rich and
because
poor.
you're going like to multiple places, like
Yeah,
you're
it's all there.
okay, but yeah, but I need you to like you're like I need you like you're.
So
It's
that was
like
the
10
point.
rabbits at one time, though, friend.
That was the end of the point right there.
Okay.
The whole point is we're getting ready to go into a situation where there's going to be the have and the have-nots for real. And what it looks like what Trump and them are
Okay,
doing, which
hold on, because you're going into another point. Just hold
no,
tight 1 second. Just
that's the same point. We're getting ready to
okay,
go into universal basic income, where
okay.
everybody's
Just
going to
stop
be
for a
on the
second.
same
Just
level.
yeah, cool. Okay, just stop for a second. Holy smokes. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can all.
So she asked you a question. I was just answering it
Oh,
from a historical point
you
of view.
hella answered that one for me, friend.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of information there, but like
It
I
it
totally
is
disagree.
it's a lot of kind of misinformation too, though. Let's do this. Let's level set, shall we? Let's level set, guys. There's 871 people hanging out here, and we're only at 124,000 likes. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to 400 shares. Let's knock out the daily live goal, which is the Let 'em Cooks. And also, guys, there's 846 people hanging out. We only have $148 left in our nightly donation goal. So Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Even over on YouTube and YouTube, yes, I can see you. You have my YouTube's head spinning as well. But if you're over on YouTube and you would like to actually support the live, you can send a super chat. That is the best way to support the live. Malik, I want to show you something real quick. Malik, come back for a second. I want to show you something. Because this is a point that I was trying to get to earlier, and then got it. Malik, I need you to come back. Malik, if you can't see me, I can't hear you. There we go. Also, chat, please remember, we do not do ableism here on our live, and a lot of people might not know that there's certain words that you say that engage in ableism. And I'm just going to say this just so you have an understanding, because I think that a lot of people might not really have an understanding. And I'm just going to, the word SLOW, that's ableism, right? So please, be mindful. Let's do this. Get over it. I see you saying that you want to actually come up. Are you someone that's excited about the direction that the country's heading in? If so, say yes in the chat. Listen, Malik, I want to show you this. This is, and I don't know where you're getting your information about communism, but yeah, like if you actually want to get more of an understanding as far as what communism is and all this other stuff, you can actually go to plato.stanford.edu, and it gives a lot of information about a lot of different philosophies that you can break down. But specifically, this is breaking down communism and from the Marxist Manifesto.
Karl Marx is right.
Yeah, but this last portion down here specifically talks about how communism deals with basically unequal distribution of wealth, and how unjustness and unfreedoms, and unequal exchange of labors and good, and basically how it abolishes, or the ideas behind abolishing that, so no one person in your thought process would just have everything. So
Right. Yeah,
that's just a reference.
it gets rid of private property rights and all that type stuff. So yeah, that's where we're
But
getting
you
ready
were,
to go to.
yeah, no,
I didn't get to
we're
finish.
not.
I didn't get to
But you
finish
were
the
going into more of
definition.
a whole dictatorship. Okay, so this is
And
what I
I
want to
do
do.
go
Hold
to
on, yeah,
that's a
okay, but
liberal.
cool,
That's a
okay, but
liberal.
hold on, but cool. 1 second. This is what I want to do. Chris, I want you to be able to respond just really quick, and then I want to come back to Shay, because Shay, the Black Historian, I would love. The reason why I originally called you is because his standpoint was that men, when they speak about these different types of things, they come from a perspective of knowledge and facts and things like that. But women tend to actually come from a position of emotion and what's being done to them and things like that. So, Chris, I want you to be able to make your point real quick, and then the Black Historian, I want to toss it to
I'm
you.
sorry, brother. That's not what I was saying.
Honestly,
But go ahead.
so hey,
I mean, but that is what you said, but cool.
okay,
But give it a
That's not what I
second.
said.
okay, so I'm
That's
just
not
gonna
what
make
I
a
said.
okay,
Okay,
got it.
give it a
But
second.
okay, peace,
Okay,
bro.
give it a second. Okay. So when you made so many points, so many incorrect points at one time, I don't even know what the conversation. So I'm gonna make a brief 2 sentence alley oop that goes directly into Shay's point, right? Because this is International Women's Month, right? So number one, because I'm gonna use data to refute your point, because I was actually rather ignorant what you said from the half that I caught it. So according to Boston Consulting Group, McKinsey and Company, World Economic Forum, S&P Global. The top 500 most profitable companies, the ones that have more diverse teams, since this has been measured in 2011, make more revenue, suffer less losses, and have better outcomes than the ones that don't. Number one. Number two, before I throw this LeBron James alley-oop to Shay, because she's about to decimate you, I'm just here to support her, right? We're not founded on a theocracy, number one, like you said, in the scripture. And two, nowhere in the Bible does it say that a woman can't have a job. So, yeah, so if you want a better economy, have more gender diverse teams, because the literal data supports my claim and not yours. Shay, let's get it.
I want to hear his argument. He said it wasn't what he was saying. So what were you trying to say then? I'm giving you a chance to.
The brother got to give me a chance.
No. Yeah, no.
Is
The
it
Black
okay?
Historian, she got it.
Okay, so let me speak. This is what I was trying to say. I was actually referencing it to the brother Unc right there. If you heard what I said, actually, sister, what I was saying was in defense of what you were doing. What I was saying was in defense of what you were doing in our society, or in, you know, if we, and I'm going to say it again like this, if we as men go with the position of somebody's taking from us, we need these people to give to us, we don't have, they're taking my job, instead of doing what you're doing, creating this show, going out, finding your own job, positioning yourself as a man, as a maintainer and a provider for the family, for the society, which is what we see these men doing, Donald Trump, Putin, and all these guys. Then you kind of put yourself in that need to be taken care of energy, which is a feminine energy. And it's an okay energy for the woman to be that way, is what I was saying, sister. I was not saying you were doing anything incorrect if you heard the full statement. I said that that's how it's designed for them to be, but it's not necessarily designed for men to operate in that manner. And I do see liberal men being that way. Liberal
Time
men
out.
do be that
Perfect.
way.
Okay, cool.
So
All right,
that's what I was saying. Thank you for
okay,
letting me
I
clear that.
apologize for
Thank you for letting me
mischaracterizing
clear
what
that
you're
up,
saying.
bro.
Absolutely. Shay,
He
Shay,
just said the same thing you
he
said.
did. He did. You got it, Shay. Go ahead.
I'm mean, he's looking at Donald Trump as somebody who went out and got everything when this man was actually given everything. The man is a nepo baby. I don't understand how you
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
I didn't interrupt you, and my name is
Malik, go back on mute for me just a moment while she has it for.
And my name is Shay. It's not sister, it's Shay, or the Black historian. Okay. Women don't have especially Black women don't have the luxury of being taken care of. We've always went out and got. We've always had to work and support everyone. Period. I don't know where you think that men have always, especially Black men today, have always relied on Black women.
Yes.
Especially these last couple of years.
Yes.
To actually support them, because the fastest growing businesses are black owned businesses by women. Black women are highly educated. We've been out there doing the work and getting the jobs that you say that you want to get, but somehow some of you guys seem to fail to get or don't want to get. You think that some things that you're supposed to start at the CEO position. Most of you guys, you don't want to work for it. So when you sit here and you talk about you want to follow Donald Trump, who's been given everything, who was given a CEO position because his dad had money, these guys aren't giving you anything. They're making you sit at the bottom and making you think that they're giving you something. I don't know.
So sorry what I said, brother, because I didn't know you wanted to.
Okay, just hold on for 1 second. I promise you she's almost finished. I let her finish. Just finish.
I'm almost done. And you guys, what you did when you voted for Donald Trump was try to legislate your way back into the House, because women are making more money than you, and sometimes you feel like you're getting taken care of. I think that's what you guys did, because you don't like women. It's misogyny. Kamala had a plan for you, but you'd rather legislate your way back into the House than do it the right way.
Okay, so let's do this. Malik, I know you want to be able to speak, but I wanted to just check in real quick. Get over it. Are you there? Get over it.
Yeah, it's Big Hawk, man. My backup.
Oh yeah, I forget that. Okay, all right, perfect. Never mind. You hold tight for 1 second then, because I know who you are and what you're about. I'm gonna let you in on this conversation for in just a moment. Give me a second, all right?
Yeah.
All right. Malik, would you like to respond to what Shay said?
I would just like to say this. When I was listening all this time, we weren't over here. You guys wasn't over here where we are now. So I humbly apologize that you all took that totally in that direction from what I said. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I didn't vote for Trump because I don't vote. I don't participate in this system. Thank you, sister. What you say, Shay?
And this is why
That's the
why
second
is he
part.
Santana.
I'm not looking for anybody to give me a job because
I would just like to
I have my own job. I have my own business. I make for myself.
protect
So I don't
myself.
need that part.
Yeah,
All
I'm
I'm
gonna come back to this.
trying to say is,
All right.
if you study communism and socialism, if you study the fall of Rome and all those type things, which is all relative to what we're talking about, it all happened during this feminine explosion. And when
Yeah, I did that.
She's a mod.
You didn't even vote.
That was the result of
Hold on.
late stage capitalism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just hold tight. Doc, the floor is yours. I'm sorry, Unc. Holy shit. I'm just like on my back foot right now.
My other page is Donnie. My other page is
I
Donnie.
know. I'm just like I'm on my back foot at the moment. Holy smokes.
An explosion was wild though.
Right. This whole thing has been wild.
You can unmute, bro, so me and you can talk like man to man. Because what I said,
Unc, you know it ain't gonna work that way.
I said
I know.
feminist,
All right, stay muted. You right. I'm opening up a whole can. A whole can. I'm gonna make it short, Santana. I promise you. So the problem I have with is he said men are soft if we care about what other men do, and that we are soft if we care about people losing their jobs and shit. Bruh, you are out of your damn mind, because if it was your daddy when you was 6 years old that came home and didn't have a job and couldn't feed his family, bet your ass a care then. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. He got me hot right now. I'm saying, if it was you and it was your family or it affected your family, I don't care if these are government employees. It's 300,000 people. And as far as you talking about me, I get my own. I get my own. I've never said it was me, but I care about those people who are losing their jobs. And just because you don't mean I shouldn't. And that does not make me less than a man because I do care.
Right on, for sure, brother. And I appreciate what you just said and caring about other people and their jobs. But sometimes that's how the cookie crumble. We live in a society where everything isn't 100% one
The
way or
cookie
the
doesn't
other.
crumble that way when you didn't ask for it, bro. Like they didn't ask for
Well,
that. The people have
well,
been
I
on them
mean,
jobs for 20 years.
right. I used to work for Blue Cross and Blue Shield in their security department, and one time they fired like 10,000 people in that company. Like I said before, when Joe Biden got in office, they closed Keystone. Thousands of people lost their jobs. I mean, sometimes things happen. I'm sorry, you just can't
No,
cry and whine. And if it was Joe Biden or
that's not
Kamala
why. That's
Harris
not me
doing it,
whining.
not you. Okay, well, you know what I'm saying. If we can't just stay in the victim mindset with it. If it was Kamala doing it and Joe Biden, you all wouldn't have this problem. But we've been
Yes,
conditioned
we
as a
would.
group of
Yes, we
we've
would.
been conditioned as a group of people to see white people
Yes, we
as our
would.
enemy and to think we're supposed to get something
Wait
from
a
them.
minute. Wait a minute. What are we
Yeah, my,
talking
my bad.
about?
My bad, Santana. I
Yeah,
took him
that's
way
what
over
I'm.
the.
This is what I'm getting
No,
from
he's putting
the
it a whole
African
different
American
direction.
liberal people. If I can
We've
finish the
been
statement.
conditioned. Hold up. I'm sorry. We've been
Yeah, we
conditioned.
have been
No,
Hold
I'm
conditioned.
on. Hold
sorry.
on. Everybody stop. Everybody mute for a second. Everybody mute for just a second.
If you
Oh,
ask
no,
a
no,
person to
you
speak,
too, Malik. Just
yeah,
hold on, Malik. Just hold on. Give me a second. What did he say? Not you, Malik. Don't come off mute. What did he say about Keystone? And I'm waiting for a
I
reply.
said
And
what I
not, no,
said.
no, not you, not you, not you.
So
Just hold on. Not you, not you. I'm waiting for the reply to come through like my Discord. Just
stop.
everybody give it a minute. Holy smokes. There's almost 900 people in here, and if you have watched Late Nights with Santana, you know for a fact that I have never been this flustered. It is like a tsunami. Holy smokes. This is wild. I have never been off my kilter like this ever before. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 250,000 likes. Let's get the shares up. Let's knock out the daily gift goal. Guys, there's still $148 left in the nightly donation goal. I know if 148 people send $1, we can definitely go ahead and clear this out. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. If you are over on YouTube and you would like to actually support, you can send a super chat and I will read your message out over on YouTube. With that being said, so no, there were not tens of thousands of jobs that were lost with the shutdown of the Keystone XL pipeline. We know for a fact that the actual Keystone pipeline is still up and functioning. The XL was an extension. The XL was never actually open, and it was supposed to run from Canada down to Texas. The reason why it was shut down is because the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the indigenous people who were in the area, basically saying that it would pollute their land. And so it was a complete no-go. It wasn't Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't shut it down. Like none of that. So that's where we are with all of that. With that being said, holy smokes. W's in the chat for Lynette. Lynette sent $25 donation saying, for what you do every single day, keep your calm and your patience. I'm trying. I promise you, I'm trying. I've never been put in the spin cycle like this before. W's in the chat for Arian. You said you sent a $25 donation. Said no vote, no voice. Drop them. So yeah, normally, but I like this conversation. I think it's kind of going somewhere. So if you would like for me to send that $25 back, I will send it back. But I don't pay to drop here on I don't pay to drop here on late nights at all. So I would definitely send that $25 back to you if you would like. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Josh. Josh sent a dollar donation saying I think he's talking about the Keystone Mercy, which didn't close. They just changed their name. The health insurance under Blue Cross. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Maribel, who sent a $10 donation saying, Malik, you said you didn't vote for Trump. Yes, he said that he didn't vote, which again makes all of this even more baffling. I'm not completely sure what is happening, how we got to where we are, or like any of this. But with that being said, we are going to get this entire train back on the tracks. Guys, we still have $113 left in the nightly donation goal, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. I want to come to DeMarcus. DeMarcus.
Yeah, I'm here.
DeMarcus, are you
hear me?
DeMarcus? I know I hear you. Do you hear me, brother?
I hear
you. Do you hear me?
Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot. So I just find it funny that people are like, Trump's doing a good thing, and then you point out that I guess being emotional about things is, I guess, feminine or bad for men to do. Yeah, Donald Trump is the most emotional creature I think we've ever seen in our entire lives. He literally gets on stage and points out people's, misfalls or what he thinks are misfalls, and makes them be demonized by his own base, and laughs at people being, saying that they're pew pew at immigrants, and that Haitians are eating cats and dogs, and women are leaking from wherever, and all these emotional things that have nothing to do with policy or numbers that you pointed out that you like from Chris, but you have no problem with what he's doing, which is basically demonizing everybody and pointing to everybody but himself. Like, he's literally criticizing policies that he created. Like, who did these tariff things before? I can't think of a possible man that could have done this. I don't know. Maybe could it be you? I don't know. So it's just kind of weird that you have this premise about Donald Trump, but then you're pointing at liberal men. It's just weird.
Yeah. Arian, I sent the $25 back. You should have that now. So thank you so much for being understanding. I appreciate you so much. Chris. Yeah, all good. Chris, I want to come back to you for a second.
Jeez, this argument's going like in so many different places. I'm trying to keep it on track. Number one, first of all, he said something that was historically capped. So let me go cover down for the Roman Empire in just 2 sentences, real quick. Reasons why it actually went down. We can actually credit what's going on today. Late stage capitalism, including external factors like political unrest between paying barbarians too much money, wealth inequality between the regular citizens and the oligarchy. Where have we seen this before? Which caused everything to collapse on 475 AD. So there is no records that feminism caused the Roman Empire to fall. In fact, late stage capitalism was the reason why it fell. Number one. Number two, going back to, dude, this is like going in so many places. I need to take
right.
Yeah, so you were 100% right about Keystone, Malik. That was cap. Number three, right? When it comes to, Trump's emotional, tirades. He just got emotional with Zelensky and didn't get a mineral deal done. He got emotional, with the Taliban, and we know how that ended up. He got emotional with he got emotional about his border policy the first time the wall didn't get built. He got emotional and made people storm the Capitol. What are we talking about here?
I'm talking about a whole lot that you all are missing. And first of all,
okay, got it.
I'm not necessarily saying, you putting emotional this and emotional that. So listen, all I'm trying to say, if we can get to, because I guess I was everywhere and I flustered everybody. Let me just say this. As men, we shouldn't be sitting around waiting for anyone to do for us. We should be creating our own things. We should be creating our own thing like our ancestors did. They did so well in this country that we even had our own baseball league. We had Black Wall Street. I'm not talking about that we're not talking about the point yet that they destroyed it. I'm talking about when we were a different kind of black men in this country, and the black woman was a different kind of black woman. She wasn't so educated and talking to the man like the Shay was. We
Oh,
had
whoa, 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 whoa. You got a little too much dip on your chip right now. You got a little too much dip on your chip. What in the world? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Whoa, whoa.
He about to tell me I'm
Big Hall, come on now.
No, let him tell me that I'm an angry black woman. Let him tell
I'm
me
not
that.
getting ready to say
No,
any of
just
that. I'm
yeah,
just talking
just
about
okay, just hold on. Just hold on. I feel like I have to keep resetting, but holy smokes. Okay. Who?
I'm not gonna curse him out.
Uh,
Can I also
yeah,
say that I'm also a black woman, so I don't want to miss out on all of this attention.
I know. I know. There's so much going on. Let me get these off. W's in the chat for Eddie, who sent a $6 donation towards the nightly goal. Thank you so much for that $6 donation, Eddie. W's in the chat for Lucas, who sent a $2 donation saying F MAGA. I completely agree. W's in the chat for Tony, who sent a $25 donation. Says here's to keeping up with all this craziness. I promise you, I am not doing a good job at this moment. I promise you, I am trying. I am trying. W's in the chat for everybody, guys. That means that we only have $80 left in our nightly donation goal. I know we can knock it out. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. It's the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. We got almost 900 people in here, so if 80 people send $1, we can close it out. Also, you can support over on Super Chat. You can support over on Super Chat. I did turn my mic down, and because I got that from a couple of different people. I tried to turn it down some, and then I had to turn it down again. So let me know if it sounds better, if I need to turn it down even more. And last but not least, I do want to get back to a couple other people. We still have to introduce Big Hawk. Ali G hasn't had an opportunity to speak. I want to come back around to Liberal. So let's do this real quick. Ali G, you first, then Big Hawk, and then Liberal.
Thank you, Carol, for the cash app.
W's in the chat for Carol.
I want to get back to Maul though.
No, I
Well,
mean,
I know you've been waiting for a while, and so I just wanted to give you an opportunity to speak.
yeah, I mean, I honestly have this conversation with like family members on a regular because I'm one of the only liberals in my family. I actually live in Midland, Texas, super conservative area. And, we talked about Bush earlier. He actually lived here for a long time, and some of my friends' parents would tell me about how they took his drunk butt home on a regular basis because he's too trash to get himself home. So those are fun stories we get to hear here about our president, ex-president. But no, I mean, I'm so discombobulated from all that. I don't even know what I was gonna say. So if I can come back to me in a minute, that'd be cool.
Okay, no worries. I just did not want to I just didn't want to like have you sitting here forever and then forget about you.
No, I have points,
So
but gotta rethink them now.
yeah. Big Hog, just for a second, because again, I don't want you sitting here for too long either, but there's a couple of people that I really want to get back to. So I just wanted 2 seconds or just give you the floor for a moment because you have been patient. What are you excited about that Trump is doing so far?
Everything.
Okay, yeah. What else is everything?
I want to know why y'all saying he's the economy is crashing. Why?
Yeah. So I guess that this is what I'll do. I will let I'll go to Liberal. I'll let Liberal kind of speak on that, but then also go ahead and go with the next point because Liberal can break it down extremely, extremely well. So Liberal, can you one answer his question as far as why we feel like the economy is crashing, and then two, make your points as well. Liberal, there you go.
Yeah, my phone wasn't working for a second. Yeah, the reasons I think the economy isn't doing well are the fact that from a Wall Street perspective, investors are scared, companies are tightening their belts, they're not hiring, people are doing hiring freezes, which is bad for everybody. from a normal people perspective, these government layoffs are going to have impact in the communities where these government employees don't have jobs anymore. That's bad for those communities. That's bad
What
for
it
the
said last
overall.
month, it said that 150,000 jobs
Hold on
were
one
added.
second, Big Hawk. You didn't let her finish the statement.
I can respond to that. 150,000 jobs were added. The expectation was 170 something thousand. So we're actually seeing a slowing labor market, which is bad for everybody.
Is that a
That's not
crash?
good.
But is that a crash? And
Did
can
you
you
let me finish
explain to
listing
me
my things though? Can
what
I
in the
So
finish?
stock
hold
market is
on, Big
crashing?
Hawk, Big
I want
Hawk,
to
Big
talk
Hawk,
about the
Big
stock
Hawk,
market though.
Big Hawk, Big Hawk, Big Hawk. Breathe. Yes, I know it says crash. Yes, it's hyperbolic. You've been here before. You know how I do my backgrounds.
I just want to know
You
what's different from anything else in the
No,
past
you're,
that the stock market is doing.
what
yeah,
do you mean?
just
What do you
hold
mean?
tight. Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, liberal.
What's different is the reason it's happening. What's different is investor sentiment that's driving all of the selling that's happening on Wall Street. That's different. 6 months ago,
What's
everyone was excited. Now people are talking about a recession. 6 months ago, when they're telling us we're going to have a soft landing from C-19 and all of that, now people are scared and nobody wants to hire. People are like figuring out where to hide their money for the coming downturn. That's bad. You don't think that's bad?
to me, what is the indicator that the stock market is crashing? What specific indicator? What is down?
What do you mean? What specific
Like
indicator?
what is losing?
The
Like
S&P 500, the Dow, the
Dow.
Nasdaq,
so the Nasdaq. So
like
All the
all
what is the
indexes are
Nasdaq?
down. All
What
the
is the
index.
Nasdaq?
the stock market. Where are you going, Big Hawk?
What is the
Make
Nasdaq? I just want
make
to know
your
where's the Nasdaq? What
what
is the
what
Nasdaq?
make my brother make your
Is it
point.
for
Where are you going?
electronics, correct? It's for the sale of import and exports of electronics, correct?
Oh my
That's
gosh.
not okay. I'm sorry. Are you saying
So
that
what is
because it's tech stocks, it's not important? Like
so
That's
what are you
insane.
doing?
because hold up, ma'am. I can show you under Joe Biden's administration where the Nasdaq has dropped significantly
Yeah, because
lower
the
multiple
C19.
times.
Yeah, because the
No, it
C19.
in 2022, 2023, and 2024, the Nasdaq has dropped significant lower than today. It has dropped
Nobody,
in
So it dropped lower
2022.
than a thousand
Hold
nobody.
points.
on, in
Hold on,
2022,
hold on, hold
when
on,
Joe
hold on,
Biden,
hold
let
on,
me
hold on,
finish.
hold on.
Can I
Hold,
talk?
Big
Can I
Hawk,
talk or
wait,
not?
wait, wait, wait. No, wait, I'm talking now. Give me a
It's
second.
one of them
Give me a
lives. When you
second.
start
No.
talking, they cut you off.
Big Hawk, come on, man. Stop playing these games. You know how we do. You've been
No,
here
no,
enough
no.
times.
I got
Big
proof
Hawk.
to show it.
Big Hawk, just slow down for a second. Everybody, please stay on mute. One at a time. We will not talk over each other. Also, that means you, Big Hawk. So when the floor... What? Stupid games. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play these stupid games. I'm not going to play these stupid games. I already know what you're doing. I'm not going to play these stupid games. I'm not going to play these stupid games. You've been here way too many times. I know exactly what you heard. W's in the chat for Amy. Amy sent a $5 donation saying, thank you for your work and the laughs. Amy, it has been a heck of a night. W's in the chat for Gene, who sent a $1 donation saying, hey, yo, Trump supporters got to be the dumbest and most poorly educated people that I've ever met in my life. It must take two of them to make Minute Maid. You absolutely, absolutely know that. W's in the chat for Anna. Anna sent a $15 donation towards the nightly donation goal, saying, keep up the good job. Wow, what a night. Anna, are you watching this? That's insane, Anna. Guys, W's in the chat for everyone who has donated. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated, guys. We only have $60 left in the nightly donation goal. So, yeah. If you would like to support the live, please consider donating. And you can also donate over on Super Chat or YouTube for a Super Chat. Okay, with that being said, guys, seriously, all the over talking, we got to stop. One at a time. Let's slow it down. Everybody take a half a breath. All right. Librarian, I want to give you the floor back. I do want to come back to Malik. I want to come back to Unc. I want to push it around to everybody. And I want to, holy smokes. Guys, massive W's in the chat for Carol. Massive W's in the chat for Carol, guys. Keep the a million W's going for Carol. A million W's going for Carol. Carol just took care of our nightly donation goal. Carol, you're freaking awesome. Thank you so much, Carol. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Liberal, the floor is yours. And then we'll go from there.
He left, so I was just trying.
Oh no, we're not even dealing with him anymore.
Okay. What I was trying to get at was that what's different from all the other times the stock market went down, because it did go down during Biden. Like, nobody's delusional enough to say we didn't have volatility when Biden was in office. But the difference now is you literally go on the Wall Street Journal homepage and people are talking about a recession. Wall Street's buttholes are clenching. They weren't clenching last year. That is a major difference that is going to drive a lot of business decision making moving forward. And that is purely due to the guy in office. And that's bad. That's bad. If you want to just focus on Wall Street, I'm not even talking about shit that actually affects normal people outside of their 401ks. That is very bad for everyone. That's what I was trying to get at.
Okay. Liberal, before I move it over to Shay, would you like to speak to the misogyny, the sexism? Like, did you want to get any of that? Because he was just throwing it all around.
I don't want to engage with Malik anymore. I got to my point was made by just asking him a bunch of questions and having him explain himself to everyone. I don't get emotional lives. I don't know why he thought that. And so I'm fine to just let him continue, hanging himself or digging his own grave or whatever you want to call it. So go off, Malik.
Okay. Shay.
Yeah.
The floor is yours, friend.
I didn't know what he was gonna say. I wanted him to finish his sentence when he was saying women like Shay.
You gonna get me in trouble.
No, I just want him to say that last part.
No, you gonna get me.
I'm not gonna curse. I promise you.
No, not you. You gonna get me in trouble with the women, that that run me in this live.
But in order for me to respond properly, I want to hear his last sentence. That's it.
Hey, just okay. You heard her. That wasn't me.
Yeah,
that wasn't me.
His last sentence.
Okay.
Don't get mad at him. Y'all
okay, you said let him say it. They said let him say it. Okay. Malik, would you like to finish your sentence?
Yeah, it's really fast. So the other part of the sentence was, and the children were also different during that period. We were going to church.
No. You left off. You left off. Hold on. You left off. You said, and the way women is said, and you didn't have women speaking the way that women like Shay, and then you stopped there.
Well, I was going to say when I was using the term sister, she had told me my name is not sister, my name is Shay, or what her tag name was. That that type of way. Our community was different before the civil rights thing that Lyndon Johnson signed. It's a historical fact. You can't get around it. It's okay to be emotional. Nobody is saying no one should not be emotional. You'll be a robot or an AI, which is what these people are trying to do. So, but anyway, after that part, the children were also different. So all I'm saying is we have to come together, whether you're a liberal or a conservative, and try to figure out how to work with each other to make the community better. And I see a great opportunity now under this administration than under Biden and Obama and Clinton, because at least the jobs are going to come back eventually. And the man just got sworn into office in January. So if things are crashing, I mean, we got to let it kind of play out to see which direction everything is going. He's doing a lot of things at one time. And he did get this from Biden. It's not like he was sick for the past 4 years and this is the result of his policies. He's trying to, take some things over. But I'm not Trump. I don't have Trump derangement syndrome. I'm not swinging on Trump's either. You know what I'm saying? I just go by policies and I see his.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
How
better
he gonna go by policies and he didn't even vote for somebody who had any policies? So I'm gonna say this. He was saying that we made our own baseball teams. Yeah, we made our own baseball teams because white men made us not participate in those baseball teams anymore. So we had to do a segregated league. They wouldn't let black men play in the leagues anymore. Jesse, damn it, what's his name? Owens.
No, not Jesse Owens. I'm flustered. I can't even number 42. What's his name?
Yeah, 42. 42.
Holy smokes.
I can't even think of his name right now.
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
He wasn't even the first black baseball player. He's just the first one in modern leagues. And when you say women like me weren't talking like that, we didn't have rights then. The only thing we could do was get married in order to get away from our house. We couldn't have bank accounts. We didn't have jobs. And then when we did have enough money where we didn't want to work or we didn't have to work, white women got mad because we were telling them no, we didn't want to be their housemaids, and then they made laws to make us work. And when you talk about the church is the last thing that we need to be falling into, because the church is the thing that got us over here in the first place. Misogyny. The church is bad for I want to say, and whoever in here follow Christ, that's on you. But any religion that says that black people need to be slaves and they use that Bible to enslave my people and me, I'm not having it. And you want to talk about this administration? I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you doing your whole argument.
Yeah, I know, but just hold on for a second. Just hold on for a second.
There you go with the misogyny, wanting to talk over people. You didn't even vote. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Also, yes, I know. Listen, my not so smart behind calls myself ducking down trying to get some of my food because I haven't ate, and I forgot that I have this camera now that moves and follows my face around. So every time I go down trying to hide, it comes down with me. Holy smokes. Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Shay.
You want to talk about the church, and the kids are different. Kids are going to be different. Technology is different. We're going to learn differently. Kids have more rights now than what they did back in the 30s and the 40s, or what you want to talk about. I don't understand. He said so much that was so wrong that I'm like, it was just too much. But when you get through, I think you're upset that women are just doing a little bit better than you. You talked about your security job or whatever. You're just mad that women are making more money than you, and that the ones you could choose in high school, the ones that were the dimes and the tens, that you can't get no more now that you're in your 40s and 50s, because they require more of you than just to look good and slang some good D. If you're doing that.
Can I ask a question, my brother?
Sure.
Okay, so I would just like to all that I don't know if that was the Shay or anybody else, but
God damn it,
whatever
you know what?
I don't know if that was the sister. I was going to decide to know if that was the sister Shay, but she didn't want me to address her that way. So I was just going to say I didn't know if that was Shay or someone else. But let me say this: if I can ask this question, especially to the brother Chris, who like to do the statistics.
No. Talk to Shay.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm not gonna. You just gonna and this is a misogyny. You just gonna.
Okay, my apologies.
I just said a whole sentence.
She didn't want to have any more discussions. I'm sorry. I got it. I didn't hear it.
So, did you hear anything that she said to you?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to answer. I'm going to ask a question right now. All the stuff about the misogyny and the job and everything, that's not what was happening. So I want to ask this: as a community of people, was our children dying in the streets during that period that I referenced, like we are dying in the streets today? That's what I was just in Chicago.
Our whole families are being unalived. Our whole families are being separated.
Can I ask the question, my brother? And this is what I wanted to ask. If we can get to statistics, how many children were dying in the streets like we are dying today?
Malik.
How many of our men were in prison like we are today?
Malik,
how many
you made the claim. You made the claim.
Last thing was, how many children were born out of like being with a mother and a father in a
Hey Malik, I got a question for you. Malik, wait. Malik, I got Malik. I got a question for you. Is this your first time on the TikTok live?
Mm-hmm.
Malik, come don't mute him, guys. I got it. Malik, is this your first time? Malik, you got muted.
Yeah, wait, I
Is
didn't do.
this
I'm sorry.
is this your first time on a TikTok live?
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, I was trying to find how to send a donation and I can't find that. But
Don't
I wouldn't
don't don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Don't even worry about it.
sweetheart.
This is your first time. This is your first time on a TikTok live.
Yes, sir.
I can tell. I can tell. I can absolutely tell.
Y'all don't even do this really because like I do what I just did to you. Like you say you got flustered. I do that.
You know what it is? It's word vomit. It's like it's so much at
It's so
one
much
time.
comment. Yeah, so much.
But it's so much that's wrong, like all at
It
once.
depends on the perspective.
No. I'm not even talking about perspective. I'm not even talking about like your point of view. I'm saying like you're giving wrong information, like actual factual wrong information.
Well, I
And
know
when
people
you
personally who lost their job at the Keystone Pipeline.
yeah, but that's anecdotal evidence, and we're not talking about anecdotal. Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you finish your conversation with Shay. I just had to.
I was just wanting to answer that question.
But
So I'm trying to take over your show. Can I answer that
no,
question?
because you know what, you asking for too much at one time.
I just
Nobody's
asked.
gonna pick up all of that information, and next thing you're gonna be saying, I bet you our women
No,
are
I
having
just
more
you don't
ABs
have
than
to
what they
project
were
what I'm gonna say,
before.
and I'm right here, and I can say for myself. I was just asking you humbly, brother. Can I ask a
Oh
question?
God.
I don't know. You need to ask Shay if you can ask a
Well,
question
I
because
would
Shay.
ask her and for the panel and her.
Shay, wait, no. Shay is a moderator, so if
Oh,
she
okay.
wants to let you answer a question, you can. But Shay has the control.
Right. Did we have a better situation as a community of people then, or do we do now? Were our boys in the prisons and in jail murdering each other like we do now?
Unaliving. You have to say unaliving on TikTok. You have to
Oh,
say
I'm sorry,
unaliving.
brother.
It's TikTok friendly language. Yeah.
Right, my apologies.
Nah,
Like I
no,
said,
no worries.
unaliving, how many children were born out of wedlock, and were we economically in a different situation when women
Compared to
were
what
oppressed?
time?
When women were oppressed, because it seemed
Compared
like
to what time? What
pardon me.
time frame?
I'm talking about the time when you were mentioning.
From the 1930s?
You said that during that
Okay,
time
so
women had no
so
right.
let me tell you
Are you
this.
gonna let me answer it? I'm trying to answer it
You
so you can
said
know.
you couldn't give me a year, sir.
I'm
So the
I'm
time we
telling
couldn't
you,
have bank
brothers.
accounts was from 1970. We
Okay,
could start having bank accounts in the 70s. So before that,
I'm talking about
no.
the Negro League period,
So
because that
from
was
the
the point I was
1930s.
making.
So
That was the
basically,
point I was making, that we were doing
oh
better.
my God.
Look
Okay.
at our community. We were doing good as a community of
Can
people.
somebody tell me
You
when
know,
the Negro League started? Was it in
Yeah,
the
I can find that. While I do that,
it was in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken, right after Reconstruction.
Um,
1920s or 1930s, something like that?
I think it was in the 30s.
yeah, hold on. I can at least do this. Boom.
I can't see that.
It's February 13th, 1920.
So back at that time, no, we were getting black codes. Jim Crow was still going on. You could get strange fruited just for looking at a YT woman. Our kids were still getting unalived and missing. So at that time, were we having kids still? ABs weren't even freaking could be done, I want to say correctly, or maybe even legally at that time. So when you want to talk about the marriage rate, maybe we did have to get married more at that time, but still, if the man was in the house, he probably had another family down the street, and you had brothers and sisters you was going to school with that looked just like you.
What do you call that? Is that
So don't sit here and talk about how valuable the family was back then when you had men that were beating their wives and could get away with it. So no, it wasn't better.
But nobody answered the question yet, my brother. I was asking how many
Do I
was
sound
it?
like a
Were we
man?
in a better
Do I sound
situation
like a
at that point?
man? Do
Can you
I
stop
sound like a
disrespecting?
man?
No, I was talking to the brother
But I was
Kenyatta.
answering
Why you're
question.
talking to Shay? Why do you
But
keep
you're
coming to
talking to
me?
me.
Okay, yeah,
The
okay. Well, I'm
misogyny.
just
You
can
know
you
what?
answer the
Y'all
question?
talk to this.
Shay?
Y'all talk. Hold up. Shut up. Y'all talk to this little man, this little boy down here, since he don't know how to talk to a woman. and he want to talk about emotional. He can't even address the women in the panel. That's why he ain't got none. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Thank you, Carol, for the donation. I appreciate it. If you need me to come back up here, I will. I'll be in the comments. But as far as this no face dude go, he can kiss all my little black.
Whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Love you, Shay.
Okay.
Love you, Shay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
Debbie's
you,
in the
Shay,
chat
sister.
for the Black Historian. Debbie's
Oh,
in the
we
chat
love
for
you.
Black Historian. Let me read these off. Let me read these off. Debbie's in the chat for Jay Ellis. Jay Ellis said, "Please Google the Nigerian definition of MAGA
Oh,
and
snap.
read
I'm
it to
about
the
to click
class."
that up.
I know. I've seen it. I'll put it up on the screen in a minute. I know what it is. Debbie's in the chat for Jacob. Jacob sent a dollar donation saying SGA, PGA, USA, Lakers at 5. Damn right. Debbie's in the chat for Jacob. Debbie's in the chat for Jesse, who sent a $5 donation saying, it's time for Buddy to update his MAGA/Hotep talking points PDF. It's getting ridiculous. He's talking about, his talking points have white supremacist undertones. Are these your thoughts or regurgitated talking points? Who? Debbie's in the chat for Orion. Hold on, friend. I'm reading. Yeah, I'm reading off these donations. Debbie's in the chat for Orion, who sent a $10 donation saying she sent $10 back for the support. I love your life. Listen, you're always you're always here. You're always showing out. You're absolutely awesome. You did not have to do that. I always appreciate you having you here. I just didn't want for you to send that over and then we weren't doing pay to drops because that's not something we do here at Late Nights. But thank you so much for absolutely being amazing and too kind. Debbie's in the chat for everyone that gifted, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Yeah. Thank you for all the things. I'm completely off my game. I would actually love shoot. Unc, you haven't said anything in a while. Unc, DeMarcus, I want to come to you too. I still want to swing it back around. Yeah. Unc, the floor is yours.
I actually yield my time. It's too much. I can't it's way.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
So I just wanted to point out one thing.
I don't even know what to address.
So I just want to point out one thing. Can you guys hear me?
Address the question I asked?
Malik, stop. Hold
on. I think DeMarcus. Wait, we're gonna get DeMarcus to answer your question, but let him make his point first, and then DeMarcus, please answer this man question, please, for the love of sweet baby Jeebus, please answer his question.
Okay, I mean, so number one, you were bringing up how we were in church more and all that, whatever. The reason why I have my background up because this is literally the story of Reverend Charles Colcock Jones. He literally was a slave owner, also a reverend in the clergy and a missionary. And his number one goal was to distract black people, aka slaves at the time, from actually fighting for freedom and give them Christianity. In fact, he wrote an entire instructions for Negro Christians. And this is why there's this weird, I guess, middle ground in the church world as far as the black community, where it's absolutely fine and great if you find hope and community in the Bible and you actually build that in your community. That's a lot of the homes of the Civil Rights Act. So there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have this blind loyalty to religion and it's distracting you from the actual things that are being done to your community by the system that you say that we can't talk about because it makes us victims, it's kind of weird because, again, black churches started being put in flames, I'll say, for TikTok friendly language, because they were becoming what you would consider woke. They were waking up to the fact that while they also loved God, they also understood that there were men that were evil on earth that they needed to be wary of. And there was nothing wrong with that. But that's why the white churches felt so intimidated by the black voices that were being heard for the first time. So it's just kind of weird that you say, yeah, we were in church while our churches were literally being wiped off the face of the earth.
Okay, can we remove
that
the
things
church
were
part
better
from
back
it?
then.
That's a good point, my brother. Can we remove the church part from it and just let's don't say church? when we were in a situation where we were doing so well as a black community of people in comparison to now, with all of this great opportunities and all the movements that we have, was our community the same when we were married to each other, when our children were being born to a mother and a father who were married to each other? And I'm specifically talking that is in the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s during the whole Negro League thing. You know what I'm saying? I use that as an example of how well we were doing. We even had
During
our own
Jim Crow.
baseball.
What? No, what you're
Yeah,
talking
and you
about
know
is
what?
temporary
Segregation was
gain.
the worst thing to happen to the African American people because when they got rid of segregation, it made us rely on massa. Once we weren't in
Did you just say massa?
What? Are you
massa, we
okay?
had to rely on him. Now we
Wait a
want his
minute. So,
food
what
stamps. We
point in
want
time
his
in
section.
American history weren't black people relying on? I won't even say it. The white man. Like literally literally the Homestead Act. We got none of that. They didn't want to give us the GI Bill. They didn't want to give us Pell
Destroyed
Grants.
Black
We had to
Wall
fight
Street.
for all of the things that we were quote unquote given that we sometimes even unallied for. So I'm just trying to
Right? Yeah,
understand
for
when
sure.
we weren't fighting and then everybody was just alone black people not getting anything from the government or our local government. That's never been a time in American history. So you're just making up a time in history that is like nostalgic, where you can look at old videos of black people dancing to jazz music, not understanding that once they left that jazz club, they were being unalived.
Yep.
Like, you
Well,
understand
we
that
have that
black
now.
people
We have that
smiling
now.
doesn't mean that we were not also being oppressed in the same breath. Just like now you might see black people doing rap music or twerking, whatever, doesn't mean we're not being oppressed by the system. We're just making the best out of a bad situation, while we also have doctors, while we also have lawyers, while we also have astronauts and vice presidents and presidents. So while you try to put black people in this monolith of just, oh, we're all just crying about massa or whatever, we're not. We're surviving. We're not victims. We're victors.
Yeah,
I'm
real
talking
quick.
about
Hold
when
on a second.
we
1 second.
had to
Hey,
depend on ourselves.
Malik, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Allie, I know you didn't really get an opportunity to speak, but I'm gonna just drop you down if you don't mind. I'm
You
gonna
can
drop
drop
you
me
down.
down
I
too.
appreciate you. Or,
I'm
no, I
good.
need you. No, I need you to stay up here.
Okay. I'm gonna chill. I'm
I need you up here. Allie, I'm gonna drop you down. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. Come back tomorrow, and I promise you. Like I'll let you start off. Please. All right. Okay. All right. I felt like we just need to close ranks for a second and have a community conversation. Okay. Malik, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The floor is yours.
I would real fast, brother. Listen, I hear everything everybody is saying is 1,000. I understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying is when we had a different focus as a community of people, which is prior to the civil rights law being signed by Johnson in the 60s, we were a different people. Our communities were doing different because we weren't integrated in the society. Once we integrated, Jackie Robinson went into the major leagues. You know what I'm saying? We all that brutality that you saw was because we were trying to sit at the counter with white people instead of being in our own communities with our own restaurants. Here in Chicago, we had it. We got the Harlem Theater. In New York, we got one here called the Regal Theater. We had everything we needed in our own communities when we relied on each other and not the system so much. Everybody got to rely on the system. But when we had us and we depended on us and we spent money with us, we were in a different situation. That's
I
all
hear
I'm
you.
trying
Hold
to
on
say.
for a second.
And
Hold
listen,
on for a second. Hold on for a second. Hey, chat. Everybody, look at Chris' face.
No, I'm legit like. No,
We
I'm
are all
just.
Get
Chris.
Chris' face.
I'm just mad because this dude's acting like I'm like friends with this guy. Never in a million, especially the amount you literally ignored my sister who is also a black woman. You're talking about bringing the community closer, but outright ignoring a black woman for 5 minutes, and then you're asking me for stats like I'm your Chat GPT when I've literally refuted everything that you just said. I really hope you don't. No, stop, because I'm talking. You've cut off everybody. I am not the person. I will destroy your career in front of everybody tonight. So with that being said, right? Obviously, I'm a little bit flustered based on the fact that you're doing what Trump does. He preaches unity, but you're over here dicing all this up, right? To the point that my sister dropped because you're just ignoring her, even though she was decimating you on all the facts.
Well, I was leaving her alone because she sounded really upset. So, and I
I
thought it
wonder
was
why.
in charge, you know. It doesn't. I
Everything you're
understand that. I
saying
was
is
trying to fall
upsetting.
back because I said something that was maybe insensitive, and I didn't know it was going to come off like that. So I apologize, Shay. Anybody else I may have offended. That wasn't my intention. You know what I'm saying?
This isn't
And
about getting okay.
you can be a person who can make a mistake and apologize. That's being dignified. I think maybe another thing too is every 3 quarters, if you have a 3-quarter period where there is no economic growth, no GDP growth, they label that as a recession. When Biden was in office, they had
So,
that.
sir, how are you going
I'm
from
gonna
the
bury you
20s
on
to
that.
that? That's too
That's
much. Like
false.
you just covered a whole
Yeah.
century's worth
Stay
of
on the
shit.
topic.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
Stay
hold on,
on the
hold on, hold on,
topic.
hold on. Everybody, no, 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 no. Everybody mute. Liberal. You've been quiet. You got it.
What I was going to ask him was the basic premise of his statement is that apparently in the 1930s, Black people were better off. You gave a lot of anecdotes, sir, and especially since you came in here spicy talking about facts. Where are the numbers to back up your claim other than your feelings and opinions on what it was like in the 1930s or 40s? Like, where are your stats?
Can I answer?
Without asking Chris, where are your statistics about
Chris said
how
I
we were
got him
better
too.
off?
Can I answer?
Yes.
Just one quick statement. Where's our Negro Leagues today
Dude,
as it was back
that's
then?
not a
Listen,
statistic. That's not a statistic. I need a
where
percentage about GDP, economic
NBA,
mobility,
NFL,
unemployment.
we had Black
MLB.
Wall Street, which
I
the
mean,
system destroyed,
Hey,
right?
hold on, hold
That's
on, hold
not
on,
a
hold on,
We
hold
statistic.
on, real
had
quick.
this.
Wait. Time out, everybody.
So
Time out. From the other room, I heard my wife scream, "Oh my God!"
I'm not.
Oh,
So I'm
this
just
day,
saying we can go look it up from that
this
point of view.
this day has taken a toll on me.
I know one statistic. Back in those days, it was like 70% of the women were having children outside. They weren't having
Where is the economic numbers? Like you're
Hold on,
actually
give me
pissing
a
me
second.
off
And
because
go look
you
it up. Of course,
said
everybody can look it up. Chris said he was looking it up. I can go look
no,
it up, and then I can
You're
confirm
not doing your homework. What
exactly.
do I look like?
because I'm just talking theoretically, which does
Sir,
not
sir, I
negate
need
what I'm
you.
saying.
Sir,
This is
I need you.
unhinged.
I need you to come in
We have
here.
a historical precedence with the Negro League. We
No,
have
no,
we
no, no,
have it.
no, no,
My
no. That's not no.
grandfather went to
That's
those
not a
games.
metric of economic success or growth. Find me something that an economist would use to tell
Okay,
people that in the 1930s Black people were better off. Find me a statistic. Find me the metric
I'm
you're
getting
using.
ready to
It's
give
not
you
about the
one.
Negro
I'm getting
League.
ready to give you one that I know off the top.
Okay. Hold on. He said he has one off the top. You have one off the top.
Yes,
Okay, go.
if I'm not mistaken, at least 80. The last number that I heard, and I read it before in the Pew Research, it was 87% of Black children before, and it's not even going way back to the 30s, before the Civil Rights Bill was signed, were born in a marriage situation where mommy and daddy was married. And our community was different during that time. So there's one statistic. It was like 87%, 86%. And we were not having children
was
outside of
daddy
wedlock
beating
back then.
mommy?
Wait,
Was
what?
daddy beating mommy?
Wait. Make
Listen,
say the sentence again. Wait. Hold on. No. Stop. No. Don't focus on what he said. I need you to make like say what you just said, like more concisely, because I'm trying to understand exactly what you're saying.
Okay, she asked me for a statistic, right?
Right. And give me your
And
statistic.
I
I'm
give you a
trying to.
statistic again.
Yeah,
Don't
go
move
ahead.
the goalpost, Chris, about the dad beating up women. This is what I'm saying. Prior to the Civil Rights Act being signed by Lyndon Johnson in 1963, whenever that was, black children were being born to mommy and daddy being married. The statistic that I last remember, it was years ago, it was a Pew Research that I stumbled upon that said it was 86%, if I'm not mistaken. You can check me on it. It was 86% of all children being born were being born to a two-parent household who were married. And at that point, we didn't have divorces were not the same. That's what the research said, and the pregnancy rate of women having children outside of wedlock, like teenage pregnancies and things of that nature, didn't happen or didn't get as high until later. You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about the man beating up the woman. She asked for one specific statistic, and I just gave that to you. That's the
Okay,
one I
so
heard.
so again, so your contention is that if people are being born, if pre civil rights, there were more two parent households, afterwards there were fewer, therefore black people were better off.
The
And that's your
statistics show that.
that's the biggest thing you could come up with.
Yeah,
You're
you,
gonna
you asked
ignore
me
what
for a statistic.
happens.
You didn't say what
Hold
statistic to
hold
bring
on, hold
up.
Okay,
on, hold on.
hold on. So I was able to find what he was talking about. So it's not 87, but it says 77%.
77. Okay.
77% before before then, but it doesn't necessarily talk about like when, like how it actually shifted and where things went, but it does speak to
Can you look
multiple
for
factors.
after?
Hold on for a second.
Okay,
Hold
I'm
on for a
sorry.
second. It does speak to how a lot of different factors actually attributed to this, which include culture and social norms, where people necessarily don't engage in the need for marriage anymore. It talked about economic situations, which I know you talked about that, but it talked about also legal and social barriers where segregation and discrimination were perceived, but the black family was often targeted because of that. It also talked about policy changes that affected black people. Like, so there's a whole cornucopia of things that actually play factors into the rate dropping. But overarchingly, there's the factors seem to be geared towards making these things happen, and not saying that it's the reason, but there's again, I want to lay out that you're right on the numbers, but they also specifically talk to the factors around the number. Well, not right, but close to being right. Chris, you
Right.
had something you wanted to say.
Yeah, so not only did I find a Pew Research study, but I also found a longitudinal study that has root causes on it. So factors that help creating this picture. Let's go right to the Pew Research Institute. So obviously the numbers don't tell the whole story. So let's go through numbers 1 through 5. One, it says economic conditions based on the data. Based on the data that was available pre 1964. Lower incomes and urban residents were associated with higher fertility rates, especially among Southern Black people. Educational attainment. Lower levels of education were correlated with higher fertility rates in the longitudinal data. Interesting. So poorer and less educated. Let's keep going. Labor force participation. Being in the labor force had a disenfranchised associated with fertility, and then you had regional differences. So what goes into painting this picture, right? Is being in these communities that have lower income and less education. So essentially, the point that you're making is that it's okay to be less educated and making less money, right? So that's what led into everything in this data set pre 1964. Voila.
You're asking me that?
No, I'm telling you that.
Okay, and I'm telling you that our community was a different community at that time than it is now. How
Yes,
many of
it was
look this
poorer and
research
dumber.
up? Look
It
this
yes,
research
yes,
up.
it
How
was
many of our
poorer and
baby boys
dumber.
was dying in the streets
It
in
was
Chicago
poorer
when
and
they
dumber.
are now?
Yeah. Okay. Time out. Time out. Yeah. Time out. Just for anyone who's interested in finding the information that I was speaking to, there's a couple of different Pew Research articles that you can actually reference. that'll give you that information. If you go to Pew Research, you can search for the American Family Today that speaks to it. You can also look up Parenting in America, and the last one is The Growing Diversity of Black America. So those are three really good articles that speak to not only what's happening, but then also the additional factors that actually attributed to all of those different things, right? So again, it's not as simple as saying, oh, the Civil Rights Act was signed and black people just, or whatever. Like it's so much to it. It's
And the
so much to
liberals
it.
did that
Hold
too,
on.
my brother.
My brother, you hear me speaking still? Yeah. With that being said, let me read a couple of these off because yeah, I think a lot of people has a lot that they want to say. W's in the chat for for Jacob. Jacob, thank you for this. This is needed. W's in the chat for Jacob. Jacob sent a $1 donation saying Tyler Hero, Superhero, Guitar Hero, Lakers in 6. I still like Lakers in 5 better. Still like Lakers in 5. W's in the chat for Josh. Josh sent a $1 donation saying how does anything Malik say justify being MAGA? See, Josh, that's the thing. Like he's saying that he's not MAGA, so I don't know. I mean, but like that's the thing. W's in the chat for Vegas. I don't know where you've been. I saw you get into the chat. Like I saw when you showed up. You missed so much. You've missed so much. I don't know where you've been all night, but you have missed a fuck ton. Excuse my language. I hope my mom isn't watching right now. W's in the chat for Vegas, who sent a $15 donation saying this ninja on the panel lying. Yes. Who? W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $5 donation saying, dang, he's still sticking to that Hotep talking point script PDF. At this point, he's not listening to understand. He's just listening to respond. Jesse, he's been doing that all night. Seriously. Not even gonna lie. All night. W's in the chat for Priscilla, who sent a $1 donation saying, how long has Malik been married to his husband? Listen, that's a sore point. Malik is gonna lose it. Because I called him sweetheart earlier and he almost lost it. Don't. W's in the chat for
So good, thanks, dog.
W's in the chat for Lissa, who sent a $2 donation saying he is really Steven from Django, tap dancing and all. I didn't say that, but yeah. Whew. Thank you all for the absolute donations. Thank you all for everything. Honestly. It is holy smokes. It is just Monday. Chat, it's only Monday. It's only Monday. This is the first night of late nights. This is the first night. DeMarcus, do you want to say anything? It's been a while.
Real quick before we go too far away from it. He kept on bringing up the Negro Leagues, and I just want him to understand that they literally got their financing from white men. J.L. Wilkinson and Walter Schitzer, which are white men. They were ball owners. So while they had black people as the face of the business, the men who literally allowed them to do it were white men. So even when we had something called the Negro League, we were still beholden to the whitey system that we were in. Because
exactly like it is
of
now.
the time frame that we were in. So all of this freedom and all this greatness that you're seeing from us, we were still struggling. We're still fighting for ownership. I'm not understanding why you're hyper fixated on this time frame. It was the greatest time for black people.
It is weird that it's weird. It's weird to me when they not only hyper fixate on that time frame, but they also hyper fixate the whole make America great again. And I know, you're not quote unquote MAGA, but still, and I don't know. I'm just someone when listening to people talk about oh, the NBA in the 90s used to be better. People act like that, you're supposed to progress. You're things are supposed to get better. If things were better 30, 40, 50 years ago, then we are doing stuff wrong. We need to figure out what we're doing wrong because things are supposed to progress and get better no matter what it is. I'm sorry. Go ahead, DeMarcus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all I was pointing out. Is like even when we had, some glory moments, those glory moments was literally, ball players having rocks thrown at them at their buses or not allowing them to get to games. Like, I'm just trying to understand like how you're acting like this was like all roses and sunshine. It was not.
Can I can I
Can I
say
answer that, brother?
sorry, before we talk about go back to the Negro League, can I just say that when I asked for statistics, I wasn't asking about the birth rate because that's not necessarily tied to like economic growth. I wanted to hear from you about like unemployment or income. You didn't talk about any of that, even though you said again and again, we got to focus on the facts and not be emotional. You didn't bring any facts except the one you care about, which is the birth rate. So I'm going to share with you, for example, unemployment for Black people in the 1960s was like 10, 11%. It is, as of today, hovering around 5%. And this is through recession, discrimination, all the bullshit. We have done things like double the number of Black doctors, double the number of PhDs, double our graduation rates from college. All of these things have happened since the Civil Rights Act. We as a community have made so much fucking progress. And to think that there are people out there who want to drag us back to almost 100 years ago because of the Negro Leagues or Black Wall Street, which are like singular examples without concern for the entire community, that is crazy to me. That is crazy. And I need you moving forward. Like if you come back on TikTok Live or whatever, please do some research. Don't come with anecdotes and bullshit. Please do some
Can I make?
research, come with some statistics and information.
Okay, can I speak to that, brother, real quick?
Well, hold on, because I think Chris had one other thing that he wanted to say to you.
Yeah, well, no, not to him. I was going to compliment my sisters. That's a sister. You keep calling these people. So yeah. You can huff and puff all you want to, but you're trying to earn our respect in the black community. I don't respect you. All right. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, I'm going to compliment what she said, right? Because we have studies from EPI, Brookings, U.S. Department of Economic Analysis. Check this out, right? Income levels pre 1964. Pre 1964. Black men can only earn at the maximum 60% of what white men earn on average. After 1964, the income gap began to narrow more rapidly by the late 1960s and 1970s. Black median household income grew significantly faster than it did pre-1964 due to federal reforms like the Civil Rights Act and minimum wage expansions. Poverty, you guys are gonna be like, wow, with this number. The poverty rate for Black Americans pre-1964 was extremely high. For example, hiding the nexus in 1959, 55.1% of Black Americans lived in poverty. After 1964, poverty rates among Black Americans started to immediately free fall. 32.3% by the late 1960s and trending downwards. Key factors: anti-poverty programs that were introduced during Lyndon B. Johnson's War on Poverty helped reduce poverty rates. Greater access to education and better paying jobs contributed to this decline. So quite literally, the data doesn't support anything that you're saying. We were better off post-1964 than we were pre-1964. Don't you ever bring that propaganda here ever again, because I'm going to dunk on it every single time.
Can I speak to that, brother?
Not unless you actually want to address what liberal said first,
That's
because
what
like
I was just getting
no
ready
no
to
no
say.
no no no, and I want you to be like super specific and actually and wait, let me finish this point. I need you to be super specific. I need you to actually engage in what she's been saying, because all night you've been talking to multiple people. You've responded to me, you responded to Chris, you responded to Unc, you responded to DeMarcus, but anytime that either Liberal spoke directly to you or Shay spoke directly to you, you either didn't respond or engage to them, and you kind of like blew right past it. And like especially Liberal, because she keeps, I mean, she's on your neck about stats and data, right? And you haven't been able to, like, yes, you kind of spoke to one point at one time, and that was because she forced you to. So I would, one, really love to hear you actually acknowledge her and have a direct conversation, an actual conversation with her if she's willing. But two, maybe you should actually self-examine because you are misogynist as shit. Like super. Like, it's actually startling. But yeah, I mean, liberal, do you want to try to actually engage in a conversation with them?
Yeah, like let's hear what he has to say because he said he was going to respond. So
Okay. I've been called Uncle Tom too. So, so check this out. When you deal with the unemployment rate, you do know that's calculated by who filed unemployment claims. And I'm not here right now in a situation to go look up the statistics, but we had more business owners at that particular time than we do now. And maybe I could go look it up and bring it back to you. But if you're going to say
please
it was an
do.
11% and 6%, whatever those numbers were, that's only who filed unemployment claims. That's not talking about all the businesses and things of that nature. So
But
economically, I've heard the statistics, I've seen them before. I don't know the numbers, but we as a community of people, we're doing a whole lot better before the civil rights movement. It separated the family. It did a whole lot of social things and all the things that you brought as the parts that were like the significant parts that caused, the situation to be what it was. All of those things were done by the white, the other community. They're the ones who did that. They put that whole concoction together and did it to break up the family, put us in an economic situation where we're dependent on them, giving us all these social programs. But
okay,
prior
okay,
to that, we were
okay,
doing a lot more. We had
okay.
a lot more
I
business and
just,
a lot more. We were a lot more business and a lot more business
Where's the
owners.
sources, though?
I can find the
I wanna
statistics
get
and
back.
bring it to you.
I want to get back to what you said about unemployment. So again, whether unemployment is being counted in 2025 or 1985, it's always based on who's filing for unemployment. Like the
Right.
measuring. So what is your point? That's
My
always
point
where the
is, what
number
about
comes from.
the business owners? If you're saying that it was 6% at one time and 11%, I think you were saying that the point it was 11% then and 6% now. Yes, it may have been. The other point to what I'm trying to say is economically, as a base of people, we had more businesses. So even if the unemployment rate was higher, it doesn't mean we were not doing well. And those statistics that the brother brought up about the earning potential, the earning income, what we were making then compared to now, that is also factored in by who is employed by the
You
greater
need, okay, hold on a second.
population.
Hold on one second.
So,
No. Stop. This is liberal's time.
What about the again? Okay,
but I get to finish the
I'm
point, which
gonna
I was
have an
going to say, we were
aneurysm.
like business owners. We
Yeah,
had
but
more
hold on.
businesses
Like
during that time.
liberal has asked multiple times for a source. At this point, you're just like saying stuff.
And I
So
said I can
liberal.
bring the information. Can she bring?
Okay,
She also,
you can teacup. You can actually teacup right now and go get a source.
hold on one second. Just don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
We're not like we're all right here.
Right. You haven't used a source a single time. I've over here got freaking 17 tabs pulled up, and you're like over here waffling like it's freaking IHOP. It's like
Chris,
7.
I was just thinking that. I was like, I got two screens pulled up full of stuff.
I let W's in the chat for Jacob. Jacob sent $1 donation saying, "Okay, I got you. Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka, Lakers in 5." I know that's right. I know that's
But
absolutely
Lakers
right.
in 5 against who?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it don't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Prime goes.
Line them up. W's in the chat for Jay Ellis, who sent $1 donation saying, Has Malik been to the African American Museum in DC? I bet she's never went, ever. W's in the chat for Jesse, who sent a $3 donation saying, okay, he claims not to be MAGA. All right, we can move on. We can move to the onto that side. My question is, what are you doing uplifting? What are you doing to uplift your community around you? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think he has an answer, but that's a question.
I'm just like,
let's do this because guys, it is actually officially t-shirt time. But I'm not gonna let him off the hook without actually addressing.
and wait a minute.
Hold
I'm sorry
on
to
for a second.
interrupt.
I know you're good. Go ahead and go back. You're good. I'm not gonna let him off the hook until we get liberal her answer. So Chris Unk, DeMarcus, I'm gonna drop you 3 down. I appreciate all 3 of
Yeah,
you.
man. Have a good one, boss.
Seriously.
All right, appreciate you,
No
Santana.
problem, man.
One
I'm glad
second.
we
Can I ask you a
No,
question?
not you, not you. No. It's only gonna be you and liberal. Just you and liberal.
Okay. This is what I
Did you
want to
get
say.
that
I'm
source
looking up.
for her?
Huh?
Did you
I'm
get that
looking it
source
up
for her?
right now, trying to figure out what to
Okay.
put in. Like, what did she want? Because when I gave, what do you want, liberal? When I gave my position, and I brought up marriage because that was the only thing I could think of. You changed. You said that, oh, well, that's the only one he wants to give, but you didn't give me a specific one.
I
So give
talked
me,
I talked
give.
about
Can
unemployment.
I
I
finish?
talked about unemployment.
Okay, you want to talk about unemployment? All right, hold on one
Hmm.
second. Let me look that up because no one told me which statistic to go get. So I looked up the
Any,
statistic.
I mean, like if you have anything that's factual, but specifically what liberal just
So
said, I
she wanted
mean,
to know.
no,
You
I'm
wanted
talking
to
about
know.
all night. I'm
You
just
wanted
talking
to
about
know
all night.
unemployment. Right. Okay. You wanted to know unemployment. What specifically about unemployment? Because you already gave us statistics that it was 6% and 11%. Can I go and get the information about how many business owners that
Sure,
maybe
sure.
played a
That's
factor?
a measure. That's a measure of economic growth. Sure,
Right.
you
That
can
may
go
have
get that.
played. That may have played a factor in why the unemployment rate was higher back then as opposed to now.
No, that's
Maybe there
not.
was more
You
business
can
owners.
go pull up how many business owners there were before and now. I think that's perfectly acceptable. What you're not going to do is then extend that to
Based
apply
on
to.
based on based on per population, I'll do it that way. Cool.
Sure, cool.
Okay. All right. One second.
Also, I just want to say for people in the chat who are like, where is the number coming from? There is a study in 2023 that is titled Still a Dream, Over 500 Years to Go to Black Economic Equality, talking about 60 years after the March on Washington. You can find it at ips-dc.org if the spirit moves you to check it out.
Also, guys, while we still have liberal up here, can we take a moment for like the almost 800 people that's still watching? One, give her a follow, right? Because she's been absolutely amazing up here tonight, right? She has been crushing it. But two, let's do all the good things. Let's show her some love for this absolutely emotional, physical, mental, all the labors that she has been going through up here with me tonight. Like literally, we've been her more than me. So let's make sure that we blow up her gifts, give her a follow, blow up her gifts, do all the wonderful things because it has been liberal. It's been one hell of a night.
Thank you. That's so nice, you guys. Seriously. Thanks a lot to
Oh,
everyone.
you guys can do better than that. Come on, chat. Really, chat. Really. You all have been watching this as well. Come on, you guys can do way better than that. Let's take care of her. Seriously. Let's pick it up. Jeez Louise. I need some milk.
Are you gonna wash that down with anything or just like pure milk?
You know, have you ever heard the sound effect that lady like, he needs some milk?
No, I haven't heard
That
that.
oh, you haven't heard that? Oh,
No,
okay.
I
Yeah.
thought you were literally gonna be like,
No.
I was like,
No.
that's a weird adult drink.
No. And plus, yeah, I'm like too old for that. I can only drink almond milk. I'm lactose intolerant. I don't think that he's gonna. Hey, thank you for sending her the galaxy. Did you see your galaxy?
Yeah, thank you. Who sent that? I didn't see.
I think it's nevertheless
Nerd Unleashed.
Yeah.
Thanks for the galaxy.
I don't think he's gonna come back with anything good.
Even I don't.
I would normally I would just be like F it, right? But I want to hold him accountable. I want him to actually give you something, right? Because he's spoken multiple times about emotional or all this other stuff, but you've been up here
You
trying to
still
get him
looking? I'll be
to hold
right
the
back.
facts.
Yeah, it's this will be interesting because
It will.
we got to do it per capita. We're not going to look at absolute numbers. It got to be what the percent of the population.
He's not gonna find any of that anyway. He's not. He's not.
Mm. Well,
Man. W's in the chat for Jacob. Jacob sent $1 donation. Say, okay, last one, my favorite. One Phoenix Sun, Capri Sun, Daniel Sun, Lakers at 5. W's in the chat for Jacob. Okay, that was a
that's
good one.
hilarious.
That was a good one. That was actually a good one. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, he is on X. You know he's over on X looking for that information. You absolutely know he's over on X trying to find that information. He's over on X trying to find that information. Look who just I see.
Actually, I was on blackeconomics.com and it was giving me too much stuff and I'm trying to hurry, so I'm trying to narrow it down and I'm thinking ChatGPT can do it and it's not. It's taking me post 19 whatever because of the Great Depression and World War II, all the stuff. So I'm trying to narrow it down. If you can give me a second, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? It's cool.
Poli Sci, I see you watching. Or Poli Sci, I see you watching. W's in the chat for Kaz. Poli Sci, I see you watching. I was looking for you earlier. I was looking for anyone earlier, Poli Sci, but I didn't see you. I needed your help earlier, but you weren't here. So yeah, I see you're in the request seat. It's t-shirt time. I'm not the boxes are closed, friend. It is yeah, no one else is coming up. You said Santana's lightweight, tiny following. That's what's up. Yeah, Polly said I was looking for you. I needed your help specifically. You or any of the other amazing women that be throwing bowls on here. So yeah, I was definitely looking for you. So Chad, I don't think he's got it. I don't think he's got it. W's in the chat for Rosalind, who sent a $2 donation. W's in the chat for Rosalind, who sent a $2 donation, says, "Can we send him back to the 1930s? He's exhausting." Listen, if you think it's exhausting listening to him from down there, you imagine how I feel up here.
So ChatGPT is not giving me statistics. That just gave me all this stuff. So give me one more second.
That's so weird because that's if you feed in a bunch of numbers, that's like the only thing ChatGPT is good at.
Did you try DuckDuckGo? Yeah, I mean, I would have. Someone said cue the Jeopardy music, but like he would have already been out. Like, this is the shorter version one on here, but he would have been out a long time ago. Like, no Final Jeopardy, no nothing, no spin of the wheel, no nothing, no guess of the briefcase, no nothing. Hey, all right, Malik, listen, Malik, come back. The thing that you want to keep in mind, right, is there's a song, right? And the song kind of goes like, you need to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while sitting at a table.
Yeah,
Malik,
one of my favorite songs by Kenny Rogers. Hold on, I'm getting to
yeah,
it.
no. My brother, you need to fold them. I don't know how much poker you played in your life, but you need to fold them. You need to fold them because you've been getting folded all night.
When you ask me to go get statistics and I'm doing it now, I need to fold. It's gonna take me.
Okay, how about this? How about this? Right, you get those statistics and hold on to them, right? And actually, not this week. Don't come back this week. Like normally, I tell people come back like tomorrow. You don't come back this week because you've been a lie. I'm not saying don't ever come back, but just not this week. I don't think I could take another night experiencing you. But get those statistics and come back another time, and then we can actually look at them.
And you want unemployment, and I still haven't got my question answered, but we'll get the unemployment and I'll get
No,
marriage rates and all that stuff.
you were supposed to be telling us about black business ownership.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
looking. It's giving me all this runaround. That's good with ChatGPT. It usually summarizes. So yeah, and then I
Mm.
can't read it from over there because if I'm not on here like this, I can't get it. So I'm trying to get it to narrow it down and just give me pre-19 civil rights era and post-19 civil rights era. What is the statistics of black people, unemployment, business ownership,
Mm.
pregnancies, marriages, all that. I'm
I
trying to
mean,
get
you
as
don't
many
need to
of
add
those.
those last two.
Well, if you
Don't
ask
just
me
use
for statistics, I'm gonna
ChatGPT.
get everything.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. All right,
Cause
I'm
that's
gonna go ahead and
all it's
drop you
giving
down.
me.
That's
Okay.
enough. Um, yeah, yeah. It has been one heck of a night. One heck of a night. Liberal, what would you like to say to the panel? Any closing thoughts, final words, information you would like to share? Just any and everything. The floor is yours. Take all the time you need.
I mean, thanks so much. I've never been on one of your lives, but I've been a long time follower, like since long time since before the election. I was following you, so I'm glad I got to
Thank
come
you.
up and hang out. And thanks to everyone for the gifts. I really appreciate y'all. Can I shout out my podcast with my best
Do
friend?
your thing. Absolutely.
My best friend and I have a podcast where we talk about politics and news. We try to get it out weekly. You can find it on like Apple, Spotify, whatever. We are both liberal women. We're childless cat ladies, if you look at my bio. And we love to talk about politics, so we do this all the time. Thanks so much. It was great being here.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm gonna have to check that podcast out. I'm gonna have to check that out. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you being here and actually dealing with this. And I definitely want to take a moment to personally apologize to you. Also apologize to the Black historian Shay. I know you're still listening, but um apologize to both of you. All of the people listening to the live tonight, especially the women listening to the live, because I know there was a shit ton of misogyny, and I know that a lot of times it was I know I didn't do the best at catching it. I'm sorry. I tried to. It was a lot at one time. It was just so much at one time, and yeah, I I'm sorry. I'll just say we will do better tomorrow. But specifically to you, Liberal, thank you for coming up and spending time with me on the panel.
No worries. Thanks again. I don't get emotional. Like, don't feel like you need to apologize to me. I've been called like see you next Tuesday on TikTok live, so no big deal. But thank you for acknowledging that. I appreciate you were such a like decent host about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, guys. All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna call it a night. We are going to call it a night. Listen, thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for all of your loves. It looks like Jessica Simone is live. Guys, let's go raid Jessica Simone. Let's go raid Jessica Simone. Jessica is live. Her handle is Jessica Simone, JESSICA. Let's go raid Jessica Simone. Santana raid. Let's get over there and raid Jessica Simone. I love you all. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, peace.